Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Samy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Samy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Samy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Samy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Stone's Live Poker. I have someone you've never seen before, unless they've been here playing poker, and then they've probably seen you crushing souls at the table, right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah,
Sometimes
most of the time.
it's your soul getting crushed?
Yes.
This is
That
Deborah Wall,
happens.
everyone, and she's just here for a little bit today, kind of checking out what Stone's Live is all about, and she's gonna tell some dirty jokes, she said. And
You said I couldn't.
that's true. I did say
Maybe
that she
later.
couldn't. She also tried to stand up right as we were going live and go to the bar and order a drink, so she's probably gonna fit right in here at Stone's Live. So everyone, please give her a warm welcome. Deborah, welcome to Stone's Live. We're excited to have you.
Thank you.
We got so busy talking in the 10 minutes leading up here. We were sitting here and showing her the ropes that I forgot to plug my headphones in. I don't know if you don't want to use those. So we got these community headphones that sit in the Stone's Live booth, and if you take a look inside
There's
there,
fungus in
this
them.
is her training right here.
Ew.
Yeah, don't stick that in your ear. I bring my own headphones. I think this is a wise move from a sanitary position because we can actually hear the table talk next time.
Okay.
Come prepared.
Okay. Well,
Look.
you didn't give me a checklist.
This is the thing. All right, you're done. You're out. You're out. Get Justin Kelly in here. Okay, so anyways, we do have a 5-5 no limit game, and I'm really excited to break you in on this game because it is a pretty exciting lineup. It's not like we threw you in on the dead fish game, right? We threw you in on a game with some crushers
Nice.
and a couple newbies, actually. So this is what happened. I was putting this game together. There's always a story behind every game, and I'm thinking it's July 4th. You know, I'm not gonna be able to get anybody. This list filled up, it ballooned. And then today, with like an hour to go, I got like half the table canceled. So we just got like random people in the room in this game, and so it's gonna be a different game. We don't know what we're in for. Before we go to the table, hello, everyone in the chat room. Thank you for being here. These early viewers, these are our real fans. I mean, if you're here when the show...
Your fans?
They're mostly my fans. Yeah,
I figured.
you guys are my fans, right? So thank you for joining us early. Rick and Barstow, Mr. Optics, Luther 419, Trav G. Appreciate having you all here, and they want to hear you talk. Tell them a little bit about yourself. All right, that was great. Let's go down to the table. All right, so do you know any of these guys here? Do you know Jeff in seat 1? He's a fixture here at
I do
Stone's.
know Jeff.
Do you know anything about the way he plays?
I do not.
Okay, good. Move on to seat 2. You're doing well. I love it when Jeff's photo's up there, because his photo specifically, it looks like he's part of the body on seat 2, but turned around looking at you. See?
Yep.
That's pretty cool, right?
Hi, Jeff.
This guy in seat 2 is named Day. I just
Day.
met him today. So I don't even know his name, so I just named him Day.
There you go.
Seat 3, another new player, and we're gonna go through these quick because they're new.
Yes,
We don't know anything
yeah.
about them. That is Nathaniel, or Nathan, he likes to go by. Was just walking up to the poker podium as we were starting the game and asked, do we have a seat? Oh, a special delivery.
Thank you.
Can we get it in a paper bag with a giant straw?
That's what I was gonna do.
Deborah got her drink, guys.
I don't even know these people.
A 40
Is it good?
in a paper bag. It's delicious.
This is kind of mean, actually. You're just gonna sit here.
No,
and-
we're sharing.
Yeah, and then I'll be making your lattes at Starbucks next week. Seat 4 is not there right now, guys. That is Mike R. We have seen him on the stream a while back. Do you know this player?
I recognize the face.
You played on the table with him before?
I've played with him a couple times.
What limits do you usually play?
I play 1-3.
Okay, the 1-3 is pretty juicy here.
I do. I like to play 2-5 also.
Okay.
So.
Are you more
I don't like
comfortable
the
in
1-2 too much.
1-2 is kind of like blackjack, right?
It just reminds me of limit too much. Like it's just
limit.
Well, I just like it's. I don't know. It's just little money thrown around.
Okay, so this first half of the table is like all these new guys, and then the second half of the table is like all the like usual crushers that we see here, and they're all lined up in a row. We got Garland there in seat 5, great player. I know you've watched the stream a couple times, so you've probably seen him because he's here a lot. Also, seat 6, Peter K. was in that really exciting game a week ago, sitting right next to Harlan when Harlan was scooping those big pots. You saw that game?
Yes, I saw that game.
Holy crap! What'd you think of that game?
I wish I was sitting at that game.
You do? I would be scared to sit at that game.
No.
Like, my entire life savings would be gone.
It was
to Harlan.
Right.
Harlan was winning everything.
Well, Harlan owes us dinner now.
Oh. He said that?
Yes, he did say that.
Where are we going?
He's at Morton's.
Morton's, I'm in.
Right.
I didn't get the invite personally, but secondary invite. I'll take it. Seat 7, we haven't seen him in a while. That's Asa in seat 7. And of course, that's Aaron B., local crusher at Stones. Do you know about the hat, the bear hat?
I do not.
So that hat, he was wearing it when he was attacked by a bear.
Seriously?
And the bear stole the hat. And he fought the bear and got the hat back. And now he
got the
wears
brim of the hat back.
And the brim of it. And now he wears it when he plays poker as this lucky hat.
Crazy.
It's a bear attack hat.
Yeah, since
and
he
then
survived.
Seat 9, another newbie to the stream, and he wins best picture for the night.
Best selfie.
That's Norman. All right, I think this might be our first hand here. Wait for our graphics to come on. There we go. Our first hand, Garland with aces.
What?
Can you see?
I can now. Rearrange the mess the boys
So you
make
check
over
it out
here.
right underneath the
queen.
hand. You can see he's under the gun. Aaron B in the hijack wakes up with queens. He 3-bets to 65. So you can see there Garland raised to 20. Aaron's 3-bet to 65, and Norman's going to call with King 9. We love that kind of action.
$60.
Mike's already dumped his ace, and it looks like Garland is just going to call. So we're heads up, and a very dangerous spot for Aaron B to be in.
They think they're both good.
Hell of a first hand.
25.
Okay, so this actually explains a lot.
It's so fast. I'm trying to keep up.
You'll get it. You'll be a pro at this in no time. So the board does run out with aces winning, and hell of a first hand, aces and queens. So I was walking by the table right about the time this hand started, as I explained it to you earlier,
yes,
25 minutes ago.
Okay, yes.
And Cameron, who's dealing here, he calls out, chips on table 11. Obviously, you could probably hear it if you guys are listening at home on the stream. Chips on table 11, and they don't answer right away. He's like, need lots of chips on table 11. I got 3 people need chips. So Dave was rebuying, and obviously a few other people are needing to chip back up here. But there you go. This is how the games at Stones Live get so deep.
Yep.
Because they're table max buy-in.
Okay.
And so when you have hands like this, anybody now, they can chip up.
1-3 and above is table max.
And that's correct, yes. If it's 1-3 or higher, that means just the 1-2 game that we don't allow.
Well, that's why I like the 1-3 better. It just gets deeper.
Yeah.
It's more fun.
Yeah, that's the whole point,
1-2 is like, come and hang out.
So I have to say, as far as the chat room goes here, I think you're stealing all my fans. I'm very upset about this.
No, I doubt it. Nerve calmer.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a nerve calmer. Guys, this is because she's just our guest. If we put her on the payroll, this will not fly, okay? So, because, we fired Veronica for drinking in here.
This is, just one time.
We rehired her the next stream, but we fired her that night.
I'll make sure to drink before next time.
All right, so the button is on day, and we have action is folded all the way around. Mike R gets a walk. Do you chop when?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Are you
most
like,
of the time.
So most of the time, so it's not like a blanket thing like you always chop? Because
if people say chop, I almost.
So you wait for the person
Unless
to
somebody's
ask?
being an asshole.
Oh, and then you play it out. That's nothing.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
have you
then
ever
I might
watched?
push.
Have you ever watched when Veronica's on?
No.
Yeah, asshole is nothing.
Okay, good. Just kick me. Kick me under the table.
Done. So you're saying that you always chop unless the person's being a jerk. And then
I pretty much always chop.
pretty much always.
Are you a chopper?
I have had different philosophies through different areas of my life, but now I really don't even play anymore because I realized recently that I suck at poker.
You do not.
I totally do. You don't even know. Okay, so let's check out this hand. Looks like Asa came in for a $5 call, I believe. Action Tracker is a little bit behind. Let's see if we can get caught up here. That's a quick one. Another one for Mike. It's not always like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
is it normally?
No, usually it's like you're seeing the action as it's happening on the player.
Okay.
But sometimes, like this is a really difficult thing that they're doing back there because you got two people basically moving the cameras and trying to keep up with the action for everything, and they do a fantastic job. But every once in a while, something gets stuck and they get behind. So it's probably what's happening there.
Cash playing?
No, I think this is where he's still waiting on the
Okay.
chips to come. So yeah, I guess Cash does play because it's been called out for chips.
Got it.
One thing that's great, try this in the chat room.
Okay.
Type in exclamation mark and then cash win. So we have all these cool,
Right here?
yeah, all these cool commands in there. So you can get caught up with the game if you ever kind of want to know where things stand. So type in,
I like that.
see, you type in cash win, and for everyone watching, you can see that Deborah is in the chat room as PokerB81, and she tried to sign up her profile name today. PokerB was taken. If you guys know who has the PokerB account,
Yes, let me know.
we need their information so that we can get that
Address,
released.
preferably.
Yes, thank you. But why do you go by PokerB? What's that all about?
Well, my Deborah means busy as a bee.
Busy as a bee.
I'm always running around.
She's
so
a busy
and I
poker
play
bee.
cards, so
Okay.
poker bee. It's better than poker, the other B word. So.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. She got me. All right, so we are full around, not a ton of action at the very first hand. We get this great aces queen setup, and right now it seems like everybody kind of just maybe figuring out the table. Like when you first get to a table, are you kind of waiting and trying to learn?
Yeah, it takes me a little time. I watch for a good 20 minutes, and then I start talking.
Okay.
And then I start trying
You're
to
a talker at the
I
table?
am a talker, yes.
I don't think I've sat at the table with
I
you
like to
before.
talk the boys into doing what I want.
Oh, do you use your feminine image to induce the boys into making bad plays?
Or good plays.
All right,
In my favor.
So we are Ace Jack and Pocket Fours here, and Ace Jack has flopped a monster. Norman
Fours has
on the river here can only go to a 4.
Yep,
Two
no
fours.
spade.
No, another cool thing, and I know I'm kind of teaching you everything. You're taking it in fast, and you're getting drunk at the same time.
I'm not getting drunk.
So
One drink is not going to get me drunk.
that's not true for everybody. I don't know.
Yeah,
Did you eat
me
yet?
Anyway.
Oh, you're an expert,
Yeah,
professional drinker. So if you look up here
An
where it
old
says
lover.
the outs,
Yes.
the player that behind,
Yes.
when their head's up, it will showcase the outs. Asa takes down this pot with the Ace Jack, by the way, 2 pair. Sometimes, there's many more, but you'll see the way we do it, I think, is really cool. It'll show all the outs as the player, but any outs that have been folded, we're aware of them, so it'll gray them out.
Okay.
So you can look up there, it will show like 16 outs, but you might see
Which ones
3 of
aren't
them are
available.
grayed.
Got it. Yeah.
And then the percentage on the hand is actually based on the cards that are actually left. So,
Only we had that information when we played.
right? Win like every single hand. Do you know about the cards? They're RFID cards. They have a microchip in them, and so the players set them on these sensors.
Yep. I had to do that when I was at my very first live.
Was it?
When I
You made
played
a
the
final
tournament.
table, right?
I did. I got 3rd place.
Sick
That was my
brag,
first
sick
live.
brag.
That's little. That's nothing compared to all these guys.
Right.
My poker time is very limited. Unfortunately.
Mike R has chosen to raise up to $25 with pocket 7s, and the table is playing very tight right now.
Yes, it is.
It's folded around, and Mike's just
got
going to
an
pick up
S7.
another pot. This is good, though, because it gives us an opportunity to get to know Deborah, the Poker Bee. Is that what that's what you're...
Poker Bee 81.
Poker Bee 81.
I had to throw the 81 in there.
And did I see that you signed up for a Twitter account too, so people
No,
can
I-
harass you on Twitter?
I had a Twitter account. I just didn't use it very often.
Oh,
But I will now.
okay. Well, there you go, guys. Her Twitter handle is in there. It's her name and then her phone number. And you can
8675309.
something like that. There's a lot of numbers on your.
I don't know. They gave that to me.
Oh.
That was a given.
it was, like,
yeah, so I'm
randomly
gonna try to change.
generated
Yes.
Twitter.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know why. Maybe because I don't use it often, and they were like, "You get numbers because
Okay.
you don't use it."
I think
don't
you
know.
can change that.
I will. I'm gonna try and change it.
Cool.
Put some poker bee in.
Well, there you go, guys. If you want to follow her and harass her, that's fine. Depending on how she does in the next 15 minutes or so, she might
get
be
kicked
back.
out.
She might be back. We'll see.
Or kicked out.
What we're going to do is we're going to wait another 10 minutes, and we're just going to have these guys vote on you.
Okay.
But,
Sweet.
you know, they just
don't mind.
took one look at you and fell in love with
Yeah,
you anyways.
okay.
They're just going to be like, oh, yeah, you could be the
Till I keep
worst.
talking.
You could be the worst commentator ever, and they're going to be like, oh, we want Deborah.
What can I say?
But so far, she's not that bad.
Not that
Right?
bad.
You're all right.
I'm all right.
Check this
I'm
out.
settling
Garland
in.
flopped open-ended, and Mike R has a gut shot. It does go check, check. And you can see, this is kind of cool too. I love this. If you look up on the left, you can see the previous
got
actions
it.
on the previous
I'm trying
streets
to
here as
to
well.
figure it all out. Once I know this setup,
Yeah.
I'll be able to.
All right, so Mike is going to go ahead and bet at this. Now, that turn card was fabulous for him.
Yes,
He
it
picks
was.
up a heart draw, but now I think I saw that river come out, and
Niner.
yeah, not good for him.
Nothing.
Garland,
Nothing for either
actually
one.
good here with 10 high, and it goes check, check, which is great for Garland
Well,
because
the
Mike,
8 would play.
Mike bets. Yeah, it does play.
Yep.
They check, check. 10-8 will take it. Look at him. He
How
can't
fun.
believe it. He's like, I won? Have you ever had one of those?
Yes.
I played a hand last week at the World Series where I had like queen high at the end. And I
you
was
won,
pretty,
it took it.
yeah, I was pretty
You're
sure
like-
it was done. I like made a bet on the river though. This was the crazy thing. It was like blinds were low. They were like 3,600, and I just bet at the river, pretty decent, like pot size. And the guy calls me, and I'm like, I'm sure you're good. He's like, I don't know. I'm like, what?
You're jack high?
How do you call me if you're not good? And he's like, no, I just want to see your hand. I'm like, okay. So I turn my hand over, and he folds. Can't be queen high.
Paid to see, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Random. In a tournament?
Well, yeah, it was a tournament.
Yeah.
I can't play cash games. I'm not that good. Stop. Oh, stop it, Justin. Oh, stop it, Justin. Okay, so Mike
You
is
hear
coming
that
in
a
for
lot.
10. Don't say it like that. And our small and big blinds will defend. So it looks like we have a 4-way pot here. And 2 10s. We're still waiting for those hands to catch up so we can see it. Mike R with deuces for sure. And we don't know what these other guys have just yet.
One showed queen.
There we go. All right, Garland
Somebody had played
again
something.
with a
Must have
small
folded.
10.
10-7. Again. What was the flop? 10-3-10.
Sorry about the graphics here, guys. We're trying to catch up. We'll do our best to walk you through the action. Does look like this one's going to Peter. I don't have any idea what happened in that hand, but
There's 98 million other Deborahs. All these comments.
that's exactly what happened, right? You were the 9,878,000. Oh, that's
yeah.
98,785,280.
Yeah,
Deborah.
yes, that is it.
Couldn't you think of something more original than Deborah?
No, well, my name, I dislike my name very much.
Well, it's not like we get to pick our own names,
no,
right?
no. I don't know anybody under 50 named Deborah.
Really?
No, really.
I'm trying to think now. What about like Debbie?
Everybody's like, oh, that's my mom's
Does Debbie,
name. I'm
is
like,
that
of
the
course
same?
it is.
Debbie, Deborah, it's all
Yeah, I
the
don't
same.
go by Debbie. Deb mostly. Or Trouble.
Yeah, so I don't know what's on our going on with the graphics here, guys. We do apologize. We're getting lots of comments in the
We
chat
can
room
just
there.
talk. Oh, geez.
I can't tell you.
Oh, geez.
They'll catch up. They'll catch up eventually. There we go. 6, 8, and a 10. Mike with deuces again, twice in a row.
Really? Must be your reason.
Queen comes out
Deuce
on the
on the river?
turn. You can call me Joker joins us. What's up, Joker? Are you kidding me is here. I am Whore Crusher. Luther, I think, was there at the very beginning.
So you see all the same stuff I do.
Oh
right?
yeah, we're in the same chat
yeah.
room together. So next up, we're going to explain how the internet works.
I'm old. Leave me alone. I can't keep up with it.
I'm older than you. You can't
Not
use that
by much,
excuse.
not
That's
by
true.
much.
That's true. I got you by a little bit. So Day's ace is good enough to take it down here, guys.
Yep.
And
Ace red.
somebody seems to know you here in the chat room. They think you're trouble. They're not talking about me because they know I am not trouble.
Yes.
But all
I can be,
capital
I can
letters
be.
and lots of extra E's.
I almost wore that shirt that said trouble.
Oh, would have been a good fit.
I wasn't sure. I didn't want to just throw it out there yet.
Okay, so start looking before the cards come out. So seat 2 has the button, so you're already knowing we're looking for Garland for the first hand. It pops up here. He's under the gun. It shows ace 7. And then you kind of watch, so he chucks it so you know right away. If they make a bet, a lot of times, like what Justin and I will do, we'll try to kind of see how much the bet is going in here and then see that it gets confirmed over here. Sometimes it's hard to see exactly. For example, Norman, I could see through a 3 red chips. It's raised to 15. Jeff's coming in for a call. Sometimes you do kind of have to wait and see if the graphics can catch it if we can't see the chips. So we are going for 15 here. It does call around, and now we have 4 players heading to this flop. Not a bad flop for Jack 10.
Jack 10, yep.
And we got 2 guys holding it. Mike,
They are both
third
good at the
hand
moment.
in a row picking up small pocket pairs.
Those always get me in trouble. Mid pairs get me in trouble. 7, 8s, 9s.
So Jeff is very happy with this flop. He's going to bet it. Looks like 40. We're waiting for the
Nathan might
graphics on
raise,
this.
call.
Nathan's going to call. It might be less than 40 because it looks like Nathan only stuck about 35 in there maybe.
A6 call.
King of spade hits the turn. Good news for Norman with the ace of spade.
Why is he even?
He actually folded, so
Okay, I
bad
was
news for
gonna
him.
say.
So it's Jack 10 and Jack 10, and Nathan free rolls the last spade with the Jack.
Ace would have been good.
You're being admonished, by the way, for drinking in the booth. Did you
Am
notice
I?
in the chat
By
room?
who?
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
No drinking in the booth.
If he wants to reveal who he is, I'll let him. I don't want to spoil the surprise for you, okay? If you guess it right, I'll tell you who he is.
Are you kidding me?
See, she's not on Twitter, so she doesn't know all these names that poker players use in cyberspace. I almost made up a new word there. I almost said poker-ers. That poker-ers use in cyberspace.
Poker-ers.
Mentally handicapped Hank chimes in the chat room, says 10 Jack is his
She
favorite
knows me,
hand.
he said. I'm sure I do.
I'm pretty sure you do as well. You can call me Joker one shots every time there's a full house. I think it's a great idea, except Deborah's the only one allowed to drink today. And she's rubbing it in my face.
No.
Yeah, you kind of.
I tried to get you to take a shot earlier with him.
Well, had I done it, and then you would have just now on the air in front of everyone said,
no, I wouldn't have said anything.
you would have
if you
outed
actually
me.
Would have. I'm outing you that you didn't.
She would have kept.
That
She
you
would have
didn't.
kept my secret. Okay.
You didn't
this
drink
is good
with me.
news. These are good points in your favor. Okay, you're doing good.
I'm trying.
We got a couple of big hands going to this flop.
Eights. Oh, ace queen, top 2.
Ace queen hits big. Would have been great to see ace queen 8, right?
See, this
Fireworks.
just makes me want to play.
And that's what happens. I can't tell you how many
Why am I not
times
sitting at this table?
that Jake is like trying to get someone to jump in here and cover him so he can go get in the game. Yeah,
Hey,
happens all the time. All right, so
Hold
you see
around.
the hands are playing really quick because
Yeah.
the table's really tight. It's basically someone hits the hand, makes a bet. We're not seeing a lot of craziness yet. But these games have potential. I mean, the game Monday night, it wasn't
that was
crazy at
crazy.
first, but by the end, we were slinging $15,000 pots around the table, right?
So you guys, you only live streamed the big hand, the queen 9.
No,
You didn't do
we're
the,
from
I
7
didn't see
to
the
10.
quads.
Yeah,
we're
from 7 to
what's on
10.
now? So how long does it last?
It's 3 hours, yeah. So the
no, but how
quads,
long does it stay on Twitch?
just 3 hours.
Oh, it does.
But the
Okay,
game
okay,
starts
okay.
at 5:30 and it goes until it goes. So
Okay.
when we're done streaming at 10, they keep playing.
Yeah.
And that hand, unfortunately, the big one you're talking about, the $35,000
Yeah,
pot.
yeah.
Yeah, we had a $35,000 pot Monday night, but it happened like a half hour after the stream ended.
Was that the quad
unfortunately.
10s?
That was the quad 10s.
Quad 10s, got it, yeah. I
Bill
got
H.
a picture of that.
Bill H. flopped he flopped a straight, and Harlan had flopped a set.
Yeah, he flopped a set and then hit the
and
quads
then
on the river.
quadded on the river.
Yeah,
Pretty
I saw
sick.
it, yeah.
Pretty sick. If you like lighting money on fire, Stones Live Poker is the place for you guys. Fat Train joins us in the chat room. Fat Train is Justin Kelly, the guy you replaced tonight.
Hello, my favorite.
And she's doing a great job replacing him, right? This is the new and improved Justin
Kelly. Yes, yes.
Awesome. All right, so we are pre-flop. Looks like Asa is coming in here. It's showing Nathan is a 3-bet. No, this is just putting blinds out. I give up.
It goes so fast. I'm like, I'm trying to read this.
You want me to go over there
this.
and tell? Life is so
it's
tough.
so difficult
it's
right
so
now.
tough, guys.
I can't keep up.
All right, let's.
Cards in there.
So we're having a tough time following the graphics. Let's try and actually see if we can do it by just paying attention.
All right.
What's going on the table. So Aaron folds. We're around to Norman. He's going to put in what looks like what, 15, maybe 20.
I didn't see his hand.
We're on seat 1.
Are you just guessing? Blind
No,
guessing?
I'm watching. Look, it's he put in like 3 or 4 chips. Nathan's going to fold.
Gotcha.
Since we don't have the
Good call.
graphics, we'll just kind of watch the action on the
25.
table until the graphics catch up.
25 to play.
Peter's out of there. It is 25. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Okay, so it looks like we got a 3-way pot here. We don't have the players' cards just yet.
we will after the hand plays, I'm sure.
Well, see, they're putting them on the sensor sideways. They need to put them up and down. And as soon as
Do you want me to go tell them?
I'm gonna go
I can
tell
go
them.
run over there.
No, because in 4 minutes I'm gonna leave the booth and
Has
Justin
it been
Kelly's.
that long or fast already?
It goes by really fast.
It does go by
yeah.
fast.
So we got a flop down there, also not showing up on the sensor.
We didn't get to see it, any of it.
I am going to text Justin Kelly right here. He's going to come in and
I can yell at him, he's right there.
Yeah, yell at him, have him come in.
Justin!
I'm going to go get everything fixed out here, okay? So we'll bring Justin Kelly in. We'll leave you guys with Deborah because she's doing good, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you think she's doing good. If you don't think she's doing good, just turn off the Twitch stream and go away. Justin Kelly is joining us. Deborah, you're going to come over into my seat. No one sits in Justin Kelly's seat but Justin Kelly. He's very particular.
It's already warm.
I'll be back in a little bit. You guys enjoy yourselves.
I'm pretty sure I fit this perfectly.
Best. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, but look, I'm signed in here.
Oh, good. Then I'm totally gonna troll
No,
you.
you won't.
It's gonna be amazing. Hi, everybody.
What are you drinking?
Cheers. My patented Rockstar, but I drink it out of a ridiculous Pizza Cat cup.
I know.
So today, in honor of a little pre-4th of July, I figured we'd do a little America. Some red, white, and blue sunglasses. I know we're gonna get to the rest here.
There you go.
America, guys.
Strip down a little.
So what's going on? Any crazy action so far or what?
I can't even see it.
Oh, that's even
It's
better.
so fast. I know.
Mystery
We've just
hands.
been hanging out.
Mystery hands, every hand. Yay! Oh my God! Yeah, no. The pot heard around the world last stream. That was pretty insane. I think it was last Monday or something. Yeah, it was ridiculous. And then he was saying there's even a bigger one right after that too.
That 35?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. I was
Absolutely
actually
nuts.
supposed to be here last week and I
Nice.
canceled. Otherwise, I would have been here talking about that hand.
There we go. They're catching up here. All right. So
Should I-
Queen 9-6, couple spades. Yeah, you can just, or you can just troll as JFK Stones too.
Okay.
We're good with that. Yeah, as long as you can read it. I already came in and
Some
broke it right
random
off the
stuff in
bat, so super special.
6'4", 6'4" is good.
So tall. There we go.
I
There we
keep
go.
going up and
Okay,
down.
we're good. We're good.
Up and down.
Okay, now I'm in the zone. Hi, friends.
You see, how are we supposed to go so fast?
That's it.
That's it.
Bet it and win it. Next hand.
There you go.
We don't got time to dilly-dally here. Actually, you know what I am a big fan of? The like the speed clock poker, where it goes around, be like, hey, come on, you don't need like 38 seconds for every choice you're gonna make.
Agreed.
Like just like bam, bam, bam.
Yep.
Down for that. Oh, I got Jeff S in the game.
With 9s. See?
Oh yeah, they're coming up.
King
Yeah, so
jack.
as they come up and they fold, the ace of there. Just loves that button. Coming in for a raise. He made it with 30 to go. I think we'll find out.
So 9 just limps.
And he is going to call aces raise. Oh, and our resident bear hat there. Oh, he had he fold ace queen to raise a 30? Really? What's going on here? All right, so king 5-7 here on the board. Ace gets ahead. I really did. I really did actually break this laptop. It's pretty awesome. I don't know, the mouse doesn't move anymore, but I did it myself, so
Nine's call?
Figure out how to do it. Yeah, Jeff likes to, if he doesn't believe you, he will go with his gut and call you. Okay. Yeah, and call you up all day. What's going on here? We still have my mirror
at the moment. Flush.
So ace of fires 60. Oh, ace. Jeff bet 60. Ace of calls.
Raise here? No.
So Jeff's just firing out. He is a non-believer of Asa here, or at least maybe trying to rep the flush. So he fires 80, pushes the pot to about 400. I think Asa might just be in call mode here, or he's just busy making.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, or maybe Asa's busy just making important phone calls.
Get off your phone, you're in
Maybe
the hand.
playing some Clash of Clans.
Dealer needs to be on it.
Two different things.
It's annoying.
He's looking. He's googling like, what do I do in this position? I
What's
have
my
top
percentage?
pair on the river. This guy's betting.
He's using
like,
what's that app?
yeah, exactly. All implied odds. Right? I'm getting like 5 to 1 on my money here. What do I do?
Who's your calling?
Oh man, Ace's spider sense tingling. Now, did Jeff make a quick call here?
Yeah, I folded.
Okay.
Finally believe him. Stacks it on a bit.
Mike R sitting as our resident. We call it the chip leader in the cash game, even though there is no such thing. Jake hates it, so we like to troll Jake pretty hard. Whenever we can, which isn't too hard to do.
Yeah, it looks cool. You saw it? It looks good to me. I think it looks good. What movie is that?
Gonna respond to a few of these real fast.
They had 100%.
Guys,
No touchscreen over here.
Yeah, I know.
You have one.
I know. I just
Justin
freak
does
people out with the
it. I
voodoo
know.
over
I'm like
here.
trying to touch it.
Super true because they broke the mouse. So guys, if you're just tuning in, you're watching a little 5-5 no limit action at Stones here. Started out with a $1,000 max buy-in, and now it is table stakes. You can max up to any stack you want.
Doesn't really allow for a range. Plus an egg.
So do you find that most people do buy in for close to the max, or are they all
You know, it really
min?
really depends on the players. I know players who come to a game like this, and regardless, like they're buying in for their 500, and it doesn't matter what everybody else has. But then I think that you get these other players who are super like comfortable buying in for bigger stacks, playing a little bit more deep stack poker. So they'll buy the max because when they think they have you, or they want to like really put the pressure on you, they want to be able to do it. You know.
Or see who's at the table first.
Yeah.
And then decide how much you buy.
Oh, definitely do a walk around, little chip count.
Yes.
See what seat you're sitting in. Immediately apply for a seat change the second you sit down. Just in case.
I do that sometimes.
Just in case. So taking a look here, Nathan does outflop everybody with the
Flush
ace.
draw.
Pairing a flush draw is such a sweet looking hand for Jeff
Tens of
here.
2 overs. Did the A6 folded?
Oh, lots of aces. A6 is like, I probably still made a good fold. Hopefully I'm not kicked. Damn it.
The club is coming. Nope. I died.
Oh, but two
And
pair
your
though. Two pair super counterfeited.
Yes, God.
Super counterfeited. Jack 10 has you crushed. So
Okay,
looks
so
like
I gotta
check,
log
check
out
there.
here because Justin logged me out on his computer. Log out.
Tester.
You're
Sweet.
supposed
All right.
to bring sunglasses for everyone.
I'm in the chat. No, here we go. We got you. They're
They're dollar
extra,
store sunglasses.
That's good.
I know. I was gonna put
They're
those
extra
on,
nerdy.
but I don't have a pencil skirt on to go with.
You're super good. You're good. Hey, you're good. I put the tape in the middle right there. I got that Scotch tape.
Is this from the other night?
From the
when
cash
you
case,
were
yeah.
In your.
Yeah, I might have. Yeah, I might have fun outfits here. You know, what can I say?
What else do you have hidden around?
Oh yeah. You don't even know. I have a whole closet behind me. You guys
Under
can't even
the
see.
desk.
Wardrobe change. Oh wow, we are
no, sign
approaching
up.
5,000 followers. Check that out. Only 8 away. She's gonna push us over, guys. Obviously, Deborah Wall, ladies and gentlemen, here to push us over
Trying.
the 5K
Trying to bring
follower
in some
limit.
more, some fan base. All right, slow computer.
So that was a quick hand. Looks like my card just pumped in a raise with ace queen, and everybody ran for the hills. Alright, let's see if does this work? Yeah, no, you're not cool enough for a touch
Don't
screen.
be,
You're not
don't
cool
be
enough for a
blonde.
No, that's cool. It's cool. This is a no judgment zone. I'm just kidding. This is the booth here. This is an all judgment zone, actually. You wish it was
I keep
touch
doing.
screen.
I keep doing.
respect
I'm used
it.
to my laptop.
Alright, so Garland waking up here with ace king, and he's gonna come in.
Me and that hand are not friends.
Yeah, and the Kornikova looks good, but it never wins.
Right?
Alright, so Garland's gonna pop it up to 20. And everybody's quickly checking out. Day has 7s, he's gonna make the call. Nathan's gonna do a little set money with 3s. Boom. King 8-10 here. Both pairs miss. Garland does spike the king.
They just handle it. I gotta want to win another one next week. Curry's making 40.
Send it back in.
Over under on how many times you try to tap that screen. I just love it. I love it.
I'm trying not to.
I just love it. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay.
It must be the whiskey.
It's good.
It won't let me in now.
I broke it. Blame it on me.
You did break it. I should have just kept my seat.
The worst. So guys, if you're just tuning in, the chips on the table, the reds are 5s, the greens are quarters, the blues are 1s. Or did you click I am not a robot?
Oh, my that might help.
I mean, sometimes you gotta tell it that you're
I
not
know,
a
right?
robot.
Damn it. I didn't say that.
So Peter here, king queen suited,
Because
he's
I'm
gonna
trying
pop
to
it up
click
to 20.
We are supposed to be talking about cards, aren't we?
I'd like to think that we can create a
We-
robot
you know,
that can
can we
click that.
just-
Oh my god, now it is correct, incorrect username and password. Now you gotta figure it out all over again. Alright, so
I'm not
Peter
doing it.
so Peter pops to 20, Jeff makes a call with Jacks here. Super baby flop, all unders, Jack's still in the lead here.
Death hand.
And yeah, Peter's in check fold mode. Jeff fires 30. Peter's doing a little posturing,
Folders.
and he's gonna say bye-bye.
No clubs. Don't waste money.
Unless Peter wants to just go super
People
airball,
call this-
start bluffing for
people
no
call this
reason.
stuff all the time. All the time. I have, 2 overs. I gotta hit it, right?
Yep. Shout out to the chat. Luther419, what's going on? Grinding away. Always good to see a Rick and Barstow, another regular Stone's favorite, as his Canadian shooter. Our resident shit talker to the north. It's a good friend. JFK always likes to.
Not from Barstow.
Yeah, no, definitely not from Barstow. Definitely not. Way more north. Way no, extreme north.
And even if you were from Barstow, I don't think you'd, actually
No,
claim that.
no. Except for Rick. Rick is proud, loud and proud. Barstow's generally just normally the place you pass as you're driving to Vegas.
Yes,
Right.
I've passed by there many times.
What's
Never
in
stopped.
Barstow?
Maybe
Well,
gas.
there's a gas station in Barstow, that's for sure.
2.
Because that's where I had to stop.
2.
All right.
Have you gone to Vegas this year at all?
I did. Yeah, I went out there. Yeah, fired off the employee event. Hung out for like a week out there.
Okay.
And especially
Oh
if
yeah, you were just.
you're out there and you're just out there to play cards like all day, every day. I was pretty much ready to come back
that
on
the
that.
only
and just,
reason to
well, no,
come?
that's what
No,
I mean.
I
I was
just
just like, I was
need
ready
to
to
party.
just like, let me come back and recharge.
Yeah.
Especially like people who go out there for the month or something. If you think you're really
Yeah,
gonna
that's
grind
what-
all day,
yes,
every day,
yes,
like
yes.
you need to take a day off and like go see what a pool is or
Yes.
something.
I have a
Like you
girlfriend
really.
that's been out there for. It'll be for a month and a half.
Yeah.
At a house.
Yeah.
Cards all day, every day.
Yeah, and so sometimes it's like, you know what, I want to do anything else random that's not card. Like, let me go to a search show, see what that's about. Just because. Why not?
Well, it's good flop.
Still doesn't like me. I just created it.
And you
Why
even,
does it not work?
and it even told you you're not a robot too, and it hates me. That's rough.
It doesn't believe me.
Aaron B,
Jack
a resident bear hat.
King, Ace Jack. I just don't like any jack in my hand ever.
Parking lot hand, ace jack. What happened? I blacked out. And I busted.
See, how are we supposed to talk about the hands when they're like so fast?
Catching up. I always say when I'm on the stream, my goal is just to not be on the shortest stack at the bottom where it measures my total stack and just amount of big blinds.
Got it.
That's my goal. And I'm just like, I just don't want to be down there. They're like 10 bigs. I'm like, damn it. You can't just like say a number.
Right.
Sounds so. Even if the blinds are 5K, 10K, it sounds so
Yes.
much better if you say I have 25,000.
Yes. Compared to blinds. Blind
You have
amount,
2 blinds, bro. You have 2 chips.
especially in a cash game. Tournament different. Did we lose a player?
I guess he come around day here. He did originally raise up with queens, getting through.
Queens ran into aces earlier. Queen's good.
Have we had king jet? Because kings generally don't hold up on here. Kings generally don't hold up at stones on the stream.
Really?
Yeah, it's true.
Less than aces?
So JFK Stones says you're pulling a so when I was in here doing some commentary with Tuckman, he'd always be leaning into me. We're talking about
my
hands and
dude, I
stuff.
know,
No, you're good. You're good. And then eventually, like basically, start getting phased out of the booth, where it was pretty much just like Tuckman sitting on my lap, and I'm like, hi
I'll just
guys,
push you out.
hi friends.
I'm a leaner.
It's okay.
If I lean
Just get in there.
against
Word.
Word,
Like just like 90s rap group ready to happen. So Dave's gonna pop it up, make it 15 to go here. Nathan's gonna call. Ace 10, I find myself generally, I do rather be raising with that hand than calling a raise with that hand.
Depends on the position.
Yeah, so
I'd rather have ace 10 than ace jack.
it's true, yeah. All right, so right now, Jack 7-3 here, Rainbow.
Nobody's good.
Yeah,
ace high.
Whiff City for everybody. Nathan's still in the lead.
2 diamond draws possibly. There was no raise pre-flop? I didn't see it. So I'm
Yeah, there
trying
was
to
no,
figure out why
there was a
ace nine
raise.
is
Yeah,
there.
I think
Okay.
Ace 9 popped 15 pre-flop.
Ace 9 takes it. Any bet would have taken it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Pays to be aggressive. Just bet it and win it, guys. It's an easy game.
Right? Yeah.
Easy game.
I'm pretty sure put the right
We just break
information
it?
in. I
Break
know.
it? Well, you're probably locked out now. Now it's like you try to like log in like 100 times. You keep trying to punch the screen, even
Connect
though
with
it's not the
Facebook.
screen. And you know, we love it.
I tried to log back in.
She can communicate through me, guys. It's
go.
it's good.
Just come over.
Do it. Well, Richie, what's up? Wings in the house. What's going on, guys?
Ace 10 again, diamonds. Ace jack.
Everybody's coming along. Mike pops it up.
Bante,
Asa comes along.
bante, bante.
Aaron comes along.
All spades.
No spade for anybody.
No.
Everybody hates it. Everybody hates the world.
That's pretty typical.
Top pair for Norman.
King 9.
And 8 peels. This
Nine's
pairs up
good.
Aaron. This actually gives Mike a funky straight draw.
Norman. You like Norman's selfie?
Yeah, I love it. He's just like, hey guys, I'm ready to play. Hey.
I need a paper.
So, do you know the story behind Aaron's hat?
I do.
Yes.
Justin just told me.
Yes, magic.
The bear,
minute.
the
You know
bear.
what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's it. I would take that hat
I
too.
do. Yeah.
Probably sell it on eBay. Lucky bear survival
So
hat.
where was this? Just up hiking somewhere?
Yeah, just up hiking somewhere. Yeah.
That's crazy. Wrestling a bear. There's a band called I Wrestled a Bear once. It's a metal band.
That's
Great
awesome.
band. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Been to their show, Bay. Crazy metal show. It was a good time.
So what are you doing tonight? I wrestled a bear once. What? No, that's what I'm doing.
No, really.
You know what? Never mind. That's right. Oh man, Mike. And you know it's funny
This is
because
the second time he's got aces.
well, and Mike has already been like the one raising up the last couple hands, so he's already kind of got this.
Oh, against jacks.
He's got this aggressive look. I wouldn't be
He only
surprised.
raised a 20, huh?
Yeah, and I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised to see other people start 3-betting against him.
yeah.
You know, like Asa has here with jacks. This could get interesting.
Yeah, jacks raised for sure.
So Mike and Hollywood a minute. We'll see how he plays back.
He's gonna call.
He is
Just a call.
super sneaky. All unders here. So this is going to be a danger. This is going to cost Asa some money here.
Yes.
So, and Mike's checking over to Asa. So here comes, I would imagine, a check raise here. We'll see. I think he could almost extract more value by not check raising, but he doesn't know if Ace is as strong as he is.
I personally would probably just call it.
Yeah, and
But
now
I'm always
he's-
scared of those draws.
Yeah, and he's coming up with the checker. Heads up, I think he could afford to just flat here and see what happens on the turn. But he's definitely going to pop in a raise here. So 180.
180.
Now if you're Asa,
Oh, he's calling for sure.
yeah, this could be setting off some
Now he's
bells.
trying to-
You hate it. I mean, you never loved being raised here. You would have just preferred to take it down.
Understood.
And the way that Mike played the hand, just flatting pre. I mean, flatting basically his 3-bet, Ace's 3-bet.
Yep.
I don't know, with this raise, I mean, he's either trying to basically rep an opener the way he played it, or maybe some sort of 9s, 5s, 4s. And maybe Ace is open, Mike just has an air and he's trying to blow him off. But
Might see another raise right here.
yeah, this with that board, this could get expensive.
We had the similar hand aces against queens earlier.
And all unders
All low,
left, yeah.
all low, yep.
So 180 total, 125 more.
They both
Ace
have a
with the
spade
call.
in their hands, so.
And looks like Asa is going to make the call. And if this card comes under 10 on the turn, queen. Not that you're necessarily putting Mike on a queen, but this could at least help Asa maybe justify to get away from this hand a little bit more in his head. I mean, even if he was firing with any sort of like queen, king, ace, queen, spade draw, he could have hit that and turned it anyways.
Eight jacks.
Yeah, I agree with you, Canadian shooter. The check raise on the flop looks pretty strong, and it looks like that's probably an all in there. Yep, the good old yellow puck of destiny. And the bet almost looks, it's super bloated bet. It's a super hyper bet. And so like, if Ace, and maybe Ace is thinking, does this guy just have a spade draw and he's trying to blow me off here? And if this might actually induce Asa to do like a bit of a hero call, which would not work out well for Asa.
No, it's 3 outs.
Because it's so like why, if you had a beast, short of trying to blow me off a flush draw, if you had like a set or something, why are you jamming and why do the entire stack on the turn? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Jake's not here to talk about one hand for 5 hours, so I'm just trying to fill in when he's not here. I mean, that's kind of. Jake like mumbles in his sleep. He's like, I'm gonna check for his ace.
Right? Yeah, don't we all?
I know. Seriously, just I wake up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Kings just went down to ace.
Right.
Every time. All time.
I think he's gonna get away from it here.
You guys, no, he had a jack.
I made a terrible fold. Terrible fold, man. That's a bad hand for me. I would have made like $200.
When you guys made both, you guys both had jack 10.
I had it. Oh, not that one, man.
I'm talking about the one you guys both had jack 10 and the runner spade.
Jacks are
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I had the ace of spades.
It's one of those
Do you
things
remember
where
my password?
it's one of those
Go
things
on,
where
let me sign in.
he's gonna think about it forever, and
I
then
almost wanted to call,
yeah,
but I
okay.
didn't.
Thinks about it forever,
Yeah.
and then he calls.
Reacted like, oh no, that's what you wanted.
I made a terrible fold.
that raise on the flop.
Chips on 11.
I had a low ace, and then the aces drew out, and they didn't have anything. And I was like, ah. But I was in the middle of them, so
That turn would have been low card.
Yeah, and that's Or I mean, even if it would have.
Or a spade.
Well, yeah, and a spade. See, the ace had the jack of spades too, I think. But yeah.
They both had a spade.
Yeah, right. Yeah. There we go. I can have a little bit of this action going on.
I know, Justin wouldn't let me use those. He said they're filthy fungus.
Yeah, no, but it's my
There's
filth and
mushrooms
fungus, so
growing
we're
out.
good. We're good. Just in case fun table talk starts going on.
I need to read
So Canadian shooter about that last hand says, wouldn't a spade draw just call the flop? I mean, different strokes for different folks, right? I mean, you know, poker, the ultimate answer is it depends. But if you have a fairly aggressive player who'd rather just take it down right there because they think you're weak, right? And then just basically they're semi-bluffing it.
Yep.
You know, he could have played the spade draw the same way he played that too, so.
That's the only hand we've been able to talk about. It's gone so fast.
Right? I was like, hey guys, actually like somebody waiting. We had to like see what was gonna go on. It's a beautiful thing. So guys, if you're just tuning in, make sure you click that heart and follow us. We are here with you every Monday and Wednesday spewing cash game action. And then we also broadcast our bigger tournament series and our end of the month tournament on the weekends. So you'll get a notification when we go live on that too.
Jack's at the end.
Aaron B.
Aaron's got Jax.
Oh God.
We only raised to 20. See, Jags are such death that I wouldn't even.
You're just like, I'm just going to raise to 50.
Yes,
You're going to tell
exactly,
me right off the bat pre if you can beat him, right?
yes,
Right?
yes.
I don't even want to know. So
50
10
minimum.
10 King Deuce. Check it out. Heart draw for Garland.
Oh,
Straight
wow,
draw
yeah.
for Nate.
Ace Queen's got a gutter. He's got. He gets his Jack. He's not gonna get.
And bank 8
Try
on
to
the
get away
turn.
from those flush draws.
Now it's funny. Now Garland actually picks up a straight draw now along with his heart draw. Picks up a couple extra outs. Now if you guys
He's
are
got a gutter too.
Yeah, if you guys are checking it out, the outs at the top, they're calculated are true outs. The ones that are grayed out are cards that were folded pre.
Yes.
So in our head, we're actually thinking we have more outs. We have 18 outs, and it's sick because this is what I call the curse of too many outs, right? Because if you have too many outs, you're never gonna hit them. Just give me like 6 outs, I'm gonna nail it every time.
Right.
Screw you,
Irony
odds.
of poker. Yes.
Screw you, math gods.
Yes.
So Nate betting 90, and Garland's definitely gonna go nowhere here. 5 total brick city, the world for Garland, and whiffs everything. And pot's about 360. Nate does not look like he's slowing down. And Garland on a snap fold over there. He had his hand on a slinky, just fold. Insta fold.
You knew that. So at least we can see their cards now. Earlier we couldn't.
Yeah, right? We'd like to improve over time. Just really keep you guessing
I
at the
threw
beginning.
something over there.
You're like, oh, but that's how you're supposed to do this as a commentator. You're just supposed to know. Just by I made a read. Like that's this guy
I know
totally
what you got
has
without knowing.
totally has King 10 here. No way he doesn't have King 10.
Ace 10 suited. Many pairs. He's out in 2s, 3s, 4s.
Boom, look at that flop for day there. He's got the draw to Broadway, the nut flush draw, the whole 9 yards. Nobody else really has anything to come along with him.
That'll get him out.
Bet it to win it. I got easy game. Bet it, win it. You don't even need to hit your draw. Having a draw is equally
Most of
as
the
good.
time.
So Mike
Until they
R.
don't believe me.
Exactly. They never believe me. I showed you the cards. Mike R, big dog, like 1,700 right now. Bunch of cash win here. So far since we started, it looks like Nathan's up the most. He's up about 300. Garland's up about 2.
Trying to read all your comments.
The magic.
So do you watch these when you're not commentating?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not like, I mean, I'm not going to say I'm here like the entire stream, but I definitely duck in,
Yeah,
I do a little
check it
chat
out, yeah,
trolling,
there you go.
and then I call it a day. And then I pull like a ninja vanish. I throw a
There
little
you
smoke
go.
bomb. It's really exciting.
American Ninja.
So yeah,
No
Mike
way.
R at 1,700, Nathan at 1,300, then 1,200, then 700. So a little bit of chip spread between the couple. Jack Spinner at 32. What is going on? This is Stone's live new girl, right? Veronica was too blonde. We need to mix it up a little bit,
Need a brown girl.
right? So Dave popping it up here. Dave's been pretty active along with Mike R.
15 fours.
Boom, right in the window, set of 4s for Day.
And we've got the case 4 because Peter's got 5 4s.
Oh yeah, life is good.
Nice.
Ace Jack out there. Everybody hates the Ace
always
Jack.
beautiful.
Straight draw for Mike R. Where's the random brick
No
town
flush draw for
turn?
anybody.
Take for some fireworks.
5 2's got a gutter.
Oh my god, a 3 would be so sick to make the wheel and give a set to ace
and
it.
yes, it would.
Oh my god, that's what
That
we
would
look
be
for.
fun. Let's see it.
We look for like
3.
the NASCAR car crashes here. That's why you're watching. Like,
The
please
dirty,
bink off the
dirty
3.
pots.
Dear God, bink
That's
off
why
the
we
3.
play.
Oh my god.
For the dirtiness.
It's super dirty. People are like, I want this hand. I'm like, I just want nut to second.
Right.
Like, that's all. I just want to get paid.
Of course. Where are we at? Is that Jay?
Yeah.
Jay's bet.
Back over to Day. He's got a monster set. He's not even going to let him get much farther. He's definitely fearing the club drop.
So 3's bet 55. He raises to 210.
Hey guys, I
Yeah,
just
that
want to
is
grab
nice.
everyone's
Three
attention real
bet on
quick.
that
When you
flop.
first receive your hand,
Feeler bet.
could you place it up and down on your sensors like this?
God, Justin, we know how to play poker. Leave us alone.
I'm having a tough time picking up all hands. So your diamond is the
Some of
RFID
us.
sensor, and if you just
Yeah, when
place
he's
it
not
up and
here,
down-
he's not on this screen, he's on that screen. He just won't leave the
Oh,
game
yeah.
alone here. Jeez,
Thank you,
Justin,
everyone.
come
All right,
on.
put your cards here. He's telling him where to put their cards.
How do we get it, man? Jeez.
Hide one, show one.
So, oh my god. We're gonna play Indian poker, put one up right here. I'm gonna go a little all in, no peeky.
Yes. We played a fun cash game not too long ago. We were doing $20 7 deuce.
Oh, yeah.
And then we were doing one show. But it was,
See,
you know, it's just, you know,
When you do
everybody
the
have a
tw-
drink.
when you do like the $20 7 days thing, the thing that's jacked up about that is it totally polarizes.
It was
like then when somebody's 3 betting and 4 betting you, you're like,
I know, wait.
aces or 7 deuce? Is it aces or 7 deuce? Because I know it's one of them.
We had like 4 pots over $1,000, just in 7 deuce 1 each time.
Like it goes running deuce deuce, and you're like,
Yes.
you don't really have what I think you have.
And then
Right?
they do.
Oh God,
Big eyes.
I'm so scared.
We're getting eyed over here. No.
Is that true?
No.
Is someone drinking an alcoholic beverage?
Not
Nope,
it.
just
1, 2,
water.
3, not it.
Boss is here, guys.
Stone's water. It's fresh.
Stone's water.
Stone's. It's very applicable
was
for
cracked
those
open.
burns. You know,
think it was
people
filled
give you a
with
nice burn
vodka.
just right on there. So did you just want to hop in the middle? Did you just want to be a Justin sandwich?
No, no.
Yeah,
you
what
guys
are you
do-
talking about?
Do one more hand, and then Justin, I'm going to kick you out of here. Deborah's replacing you.
All right.
Yeah, I think
Good.
they like looking at me better.
Oh, she got
No.
I am not surprised, guys. I don't even know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm here. With these two, I'm around the, royalty right
the
here.
mouthpiece. We let you stick around for your mouth.
That was super nice. It's not the first time I've heard that. Just gonna throw that out there.
Speaking of 7 deuce.
The bear hat coming in, going to 20 bucks.
6-4 off raise.
Boom, 8-9 jack, couple of hearts. Whiff City, betted to win it. Norman checks fine. Wow, lots of hearts.
No continuation bet, huh?
A fun. And if a 6 of hearts peels off, why not make a straight flush if you're Norman? Because, you know, easy money.
That'd be nice to see, actually. No?
Norman's like, come on, I got one out and it might not even be good. How can I not get in there?
You get an ace.
All right, he lets it go.
All right, Deborah.
All right.
You did a great job. Don't
Thank
call us,
you.
we'll call you, okay?
Oh my God, I've heard that before too.
Bye, guys. Say bye to Deborah. It was great having her in here. Wow, this chair is super high. I feel like a giant.
I thought like this.
We are trying to.
Yes.
Here, take this with you.
Wait for
And
us.
by the way, they're not midgets, it's LPs. We try to be politically correct
Vertically
here.
challenged.
All right.
VCs? No, I don't know. Okay. Yes.
Oh,
America.
I didn't see. Oh, yeah. You wanted me to do something like that, but I only buy
Yeah, but
suits.
you did. All right. Sounds good.
Awesome. So, what'd you think? She's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
What did the people in the chat think? Do they like her?
They were like, wow, Veronica looks weird.
Is the brown Veronica?
That's weird. That's weird. Hey, you know, it was a little too much white blonde before, so we need to mix it up.
All right. How about the game?
Game seems good. Big hands are holding, which is kind of weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. She thinks this is a touchscreen laptop, so we're gonna have to actually make that a touchscreen laptop.
I noticed that. Yeah. It's
pretty funny.
like she didn't look blonde.
JB Darts in the house, JK squared with Dev in the middle of reverse Oreo. You know it.
trying to get.
Come on, man.
Well, no,
Come
you say
on.
it, and look, you say it in like a nice, appropriate-ish sounding
Oh yeah, it
way.
was totally appropriate.
It was appropriate. It's the worst.
So, were you in here researching Urban Dictionary words while I was gone?
I
or-
was, but I'm not ready to quite reveal it yet. We have a little bit of time here.
So, are we going to be a little late?
Yeah, we'll a couple minutes in there. Rick and Barstow will have to take a breather here shortly.
I think he like leaves permanently when that happens.
I understand that. That's fine. That's fair.
What?
Oh, that's this.
Oh, Jesus! I thought it was Bob trying to tell us something.
The
It was
voice
a
is
commercial.
talking in your
Yeah.
head. Fantastic.
Awesome. All right, I'm almost set up here, guys. Let us know there in the chat room what you thought of Deborah. We are considering adding her to the team. We were thinking like she was like another Veronica, only with not quite as dirty of a mouth.
I think she's just warming up. Give her time.
Okay.
Give her time.
The first thing she wanted to do was get a whiskey when she came in.
That's fair. That's very fair.
I guess.
We'll allow it. As it is, we should allow our viewers to buy drinks for none of the commentators, but
I like that.
the people on the table.
I do like that idea.
Good. I was really thinking there was going to be like a but after it, but no. I like that you like that idea. That makes me happy inside.
No, I think it would be great. If I could make.
I was talking with J-Dub, and he said, how about maybe every time there's a full house on the stream, the commentators have to take a shot? And I was like, I think there's probably a lot of shots involved and a lot of full houses.
Especially, can you imagine that rule and it's Veronica and Friends game?
Oh, it's game over.
Yeah.
Game over for everybody. for
We'd
all
be
of us.
dead.
Yeah.
We'd be dead. Alcohol poisoning.
It's a real thing.
So check this out. We are 3 ways to this flop, and Peter
danger.
overcomes Ace Jack with an Ace 5. Gross. This has never happened to me, I'd like to point
So
out.
Norman super pops it up here. Gets called by Peter and Day. Peter, 2 pair against Norman here. If a spade peels on the turn, it's going to be a big whirl for Norman.
Oh yeah.
Norman bets 40. That's a pretty coordinated board. I wouldn't be surprised to see Peter pop on a raise. You don't want to see a club peel. You don't want to see any 2 or 4 peel. Let's see what Peter does.
Peter popping a raise. Just say that 3 times fast, see if you can pull it off.
I don't do requests.
No spade.
Boom. Now, club is a bit of a scare card for both players here. Does complete a potential flush. Both players check.
Spade does get there.
Peter with the check mark. He's going to fire and just do a little fingers crossed. Norman, don't raise me. Please don't raise me.
Like any other brand.
Hey guys, if you're watching the stream and you haven't followed us yet, we are about 10 people, 10 followers away from hitting 5,000 followers total. How awesome would it be to do it tonight?
I thought that's why we got a new commentator.
Look at
so we
that.
can break
Oh
that
yeah.
tonight.
1 away.
That's what
we
I mean.
need 1 more follow, and we're gonna have balloons are gonna drop down and confetti, and what else do we do?
You give away free puppies.
I'm done with the puppies.
Wow.
Can't you just let
You
the
get
past
one puppy?
let the past be in the past?
No,
The
I
puppies
can't.
were dying in the boxes, so.
It's because you didn't cut holes. We talked about this. Cabinets to be pressurized when they take air mail.
There you go. Peter scooping, not really happy with the outcome there, I think. Ghost of M, couple hearts, and Deb, I believe that is the international symbol for he enjoyed her commentary.
I believe that is.
I thought she did a really good job, and you know, the first time that someone jumps into the booth, I remember my first time, just like it was
It
yesterday.
was so long ago.
Oh, it was pretty recent. I was really nervous, you know, and I had a quick meal with Deb, or it didn't include food, but we just sat and pretended we were eating and talked.
Was this like hooked?
before the
You were
show.
eating Bangarang and having like fake food fights? What is
Something
this?
like that. And I was just letting her know, you know, Twitch is kind of cool because Twitch isn't like this like polished professional thing. It's like you're hanging out with your friends in the living room, and I think that's why I really love Twitch. It's like you feel very connected to the people doing the show, you know. And
No, our chat's a big part of it. Hey, look, 5,000 followers.
whoa, there it is. We made it. Congratulations,
Nailed it.
guys. Where's the? It didn't fall. The confetti didn't come down. Thank you, everyone. Wow. I would like to thank the Academy and
You don't even know anybody.
and for all the
now you're just lying.
damn it. Why you always gotta call me out?
Sorry.
Yes, guys, thank you so much. We are about a year and a half old on this stream, hit our 5,000 followers, and we appreciate you guys being here, being a part of our family.
And for the 5,000 follower hand, we're gonna have Nut Flush to second Nut Flush, so let's get paid here.
Okay.
Norman bet 70, and he's gonna call and see the bad news. Ace, yep.
That's it.
Ace first king. What do you think about that? I know, I feel the same way.
Come on, man.
I know, I'm running thin here, bro.
Oh my God.
All right, everybody, here comes Sarah. She's going to be your next dealer.
I love this idea in the chat room. They said we should do a 5K splash pot for our 5,000 followers.
Wow.
You know what would work if all the followers sent us $1,
That's fair.
and then we would put it in the pot.
That, I mean, I wouldn't, but that sounds great.
All right, we got Sarah in the box ready to sling some cards. Now, if you have not been to Stones and met Sarah before, you might not know that she runs the tightest game in the house.
And if you think you can talk smack to a dealer and get away with it, Sarah is not the one I'd recommend.
You're not
trying
getting away
it
with
on.
anything. No.
Nope.
All right, Sarah doing a quick mic check there. She got confirmation. We can hear you, Sarah, and now we're gonna get a handout. Come on down and I will buy you a complimentary bottle of refreshingly cool Stones water.
That's fair.
For everyone that's waiting for the Urban Dictionary word of the night, we're trying to find it right now. We got a little sidetracked with our guest commentator this evening. I don't think that's it.
I'm really running thin on these Sacramento ones over here.
Maybe we need to insert some new Sacramento ones in there.
We should.
Norman's going to raise to 15 with 7-5 suited. I like mixing up your play with cards like this. With, connected cards or closely connected suited cards, especially when you hit big, you know, you're going to get paid on those.
That's fair. About as mild as we can. Fair enough.
Well, it doesn't have to be mild.
Well, no, I mean, trust me. Like,
Have you ever done that?
No comment?
Really? You can't tell me? Here's just us.
It's just nobody's watching. My card bets it to win it. Take it down.
No need to see a flop.
All right, did you want to give this to him? Come on, start out with your disclaimer.
What else? What else?
Oh, that's probably the best for now.
Really?
Yeah, that's the best for right now.
All right, well, we're kind of phoning it in on this one. We got a hand coming out. Let's see if there's anything else.
But after this, oh my god, this guy's the worst. I bring you gold, and you make me go back and
I mean,
look
it's
for more.
okay. It's not great. What's that one? What's that one right there?
That's
Norman with 10s, and he raises up to 25. Let's see if he can get some action from Day, who woke up with Ace King. A re-raise. That's a tournament play. Re-raising with
wow,
Ace King.
bold strategy.
Wow. Okay, so is Norman down to call this? Yes, he is. We are going to see a flop heads up, and it's a classic race. 10-10 versus Ace King, and boom, right there on the flop. King. Norman checks. And looks like about maybe 105. 125. And I do not see how Norman calls here. But maybe he does want to just see one card. With only 280 behind though, it's hard to make a speculative call.
No, it's one of those things where you know that he's going to pretty much champ. If he has any sort of hand, or even if he's just an aggressive player, he's going to put the rest of your chips in on the turn. So
Of course.
you either put them in here or you fold.
Yeah.
You either think your hand's good here or you fold. You're not calling to hit a 2-outer.
Now looking at his body language, looking at his face, like do you think that he's kind of thinking that he's good here, that maybe this is just a air bet from Day? Or is he kind of posturing to fold here? I feel like he's posturing to fold.
I mean, Day did 3-bet to 75. You got to give Day credit for some sort of hand here.
His king like feels right with the 3-bet, right?
Yeah, or any sort of hand. I mean, because here's the deal: you only have tens. Even if he's doing this with jacks or queens or aces, he still has you.
He just grabbed all his chips.
But Norman's going for it.
Yeah. So he says kick rocks. Day calls instantly, and we have 2 cards to come.
So Norman's speaking for one of 2 tens. That's it.
That's it.
One card to come, and it's good.
That's
Ace
the end of the
King's
story,
coming.
folks. It says what do you have, and it's Ace King. That whole pot is going to Day. Day has them covered.
Yeah.
So that's going to be all of his chips going. JB Dart says that when we run out of Sacramento words that we can switch to California words. There's a lot more options.
Oh, so much.
Okay, so real quick, guys, we're a little late today, but when it's Justin Squared hosting Stones Live, we do like to give you the Stones Live word of the night.
That's true. And would you like to preface it?
The
Disclaimer?
I'm sorry, Urban Dictionary word of the night, and there's really only one rule with this. This is for you. That means just enjoy it. You don't have to put it in the chat room. Our moderators are very trigger happy, guys. They will ban you. They do it sometimes just because they're bored. So this is just for you. Your Urban Dictionary word of the night from the JK Squared show on Stones Live is
Sacramento breeze.
the Sacramento breeze.
Guys, you know what? I
Enjoy.
mean, it's really hot out there right now, and sometimes there's a Sacramento breeze.
Keep it breezy.
Yep. So that was our 12th Urban Dictionary word, and we're still not fired yet. That's pretty impressive.
Proof that management does not watch our show.
Very, very true. Very true. Blink.
We got a 3-way pot shaping up, and Jeff in there with 7-4. Called a raise with 7-4.
So Aaron flops a pair with a straight draw, Mike with top pair.
I like Aaron's hand. Obviously, Mike's ahead, but I feel like that's a hand that's going to trap you in. Now, however, Aaron has been known to do that.
Oh yeah, he's going to roll the balance.
And that's going to be a quick one going to Mike. Mike seems like he's scooping a good deal of the pots tonight.
Yeah, Mike, you know, he's got some good hands, but he's also been relatively aggressive, and it's paid off for him so far.
And this is kind of one of the strategies that they tell you in cash games. A lot of the professionals will tell you that when a table's playing very tight, that's when it's time to loosen up your game. When a table's playing crazy, that's when you tighten. You always want to be, just like in the stock market, right? You always want to be doing the opposite. If it's a great market, you want to be selling.
Like if people are making money, I should be losing money.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait. Damn it.
Huh?
Loud noise.
Look at this, Mike wake up with ace-9 here, and even though he's running so good, has the discipline to drop it in first position.
Whereas I'd be raising.
Would you?
If I have an ace, I'm raising every hand.
Offsuit.
Oh yeah, well that's so I can draw the 2 different flushes. Easy money. So was that ace? I saw an ace deuce, and he mucked ace-9. So
Ace-4
aces are
went
cheap
away
here.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, ace-4 is in for 55, race to 25. And Nathan with 4 deuce,
Show me 4-4 deuce on the flop.
gonna come along, right?
7-10-8, all hearts.
Peter with the only heart, and Nathan really with nothing anyway. It's even.
Disappointed to see Peter not chugging on a salad yet.
Did you have a bet?
No, no. Come on, you know I only bet Peter's over under salads with you.
30, 30, 30.
So Nate bets 30. He's going to apply a little pressure to Peter here. Nobody likes that board, and Peter's just going to let it go.
So, I have a comment in the chat room here I want to talk about briefly. Someone says that $1 tip on a 765 pot is pretty tight. You know, everyone has their own standards, but it's also true that about $1 a hand is pretty standard at the poker table. I would say it's like equivalent of 15% on a check, right?
Yeah.
You got to remember that most players will do that, but that some players, and just like with anything, if you're waiting tables, some players will throw you 5, 10, sometimes you get 25, 50, and in the long run, I think that the poker community understands the poker economy. They're pretty good at taking care of the dealers and making sure, you know.
Yeah, I personally throw. I make it a point to throw at least $1 every hand. If I rake bigger pots, I'll definitely toss a 5.
What if you chop it? What if you chop a hand? Do you still tip on a chop hand?
Almost every time I tip. Most of the time in a chop hand, there's always at some point in the hand a third or fourth player in there who's actually tossing a little bit of money in the pot and then folding before the chop happens.
Yeah.
So there's always a little bit extra in there. So yeah, generally I tip up. On a chop pot, I'll tip $1. Small pots, even if I'm only making a few dollars, I joke like, oh my god, I'm tipping you 50% of my profit. You know, here you go. Nice. Whatever. It's just that's what I do.
Ghost of M says that They saw me at the TDA Summit. Really? Why didn't you come say I'm Ghost of M? Hello.
Because that would defeat the point of being a stalker.
I would have loved to meet you. And also, I had a hoodie to give away, and no one claimed it.
Garland, speaking of, Garland's claimed a lot of keys here. Top set for Garland.
Wow.
Nothing for Jeff.
Pretty great hand. Garland's going to go ahead and bet this out. 60-ish, it looks. And Jeff calls.
And on the flop, Garland bets 40, Jeff calls 40.
And 8 of clubs. That gives Garland a check mark. There's some possible draws out there that could be scary, but this should be pretty straight up Garland's hand.
Clubs could have got there. Jeff was just flatting behind relatively quickly here. This will be interesting to see. I mean, Garland's, I think, in check call mode. I mean, he's at least going to call down Jeff if he bets. He is.
Whoa.
Yeah, so Garland checked.
No.
Oh.
He bet and he folded. Garland just chucked his queens.
Oh, wow.
That was,
Yeah.
that was top set.
Wow, that definitely happened.
No, what's he thinking there? Is he thinking that he's calling, chasing a gut shot straight and hit it, or a club? He's put him on clubs.
He's put him on clubs, right?
Wow.
And when you have a player who's got position on you and they're just calling, especially kind of snap calling in the way that he was, it generally illustrates a draw. And that's the way that Jeff was trying. That's what Jeff was trying to illustrate.
He represented a hand. It was looked like a $125 bet. But
is that what he bet? Something like that?
Yeah, I think so. Look. I'm not a grinder. I'm not a professional player like Garland. Like Garland plays a very serious game. Like I'm an entertainment player, but I can tell you this: it don't matter what's on the board. And I got queens and flop a set, and you beat me. You got all my chips, buddy. Enjoy.
So here's
I'm never going away.
I have no problem with Garland playing basically soft, playing his hand soft on the river and just check calling, right? I think
but check
just
folding.
Check insta folding. I don't know. It's not the move I would have taken.
Wow.
You know. I would have made improvement in that point because I beat anything else. Oh, Wapra. Yes, that was one of the previous terms.
35.
That was one of the best ones. Justin for Prez 2020. I wonder which one he means. He'll never tell us though. He always says
you for
something
sure.
What would my platform be? I would legalize online poker.
Wow, that would get me your vote.
That would be my first order of business.
I'm in.
What else? That's really all I care about.
Sure.
Everything else, whatever. You want to drink until 6 in the morning? That's fine. Bars can stay open.
I definitely can vote for you as press. I'm in.
What else? I don't know. I think. I don't know. I haven't thought about this. My platform. I got to put it together. I'm gonna get votes. I have too jaded of a past to be voted for president.
Yeah, you're super
Well, I guess that doesn't really hurt you anymore.
I was gonna say, have you seen? I mean, does that really matter?
No, I guess not. No, I take it back. Yeah, sports betting. Yeah, you can sports bet. That's fine. What do I care? I don't even like sports.
That's fair. Is that the one where you get the thing through the thing?
You know, you move the ball. You move the ball to the other side.
Fair.
And everyone's happy.
8-6 deuce here on the board. Dave flops top pair. Mike Earth will roll a piece of a 2 with his 6. He's going to check out. Dave bets it. Everybody else calls. Now Peter just called with King Jack. Spikes and Jack on the turn. Guys, in my humble opinion, online poker is not going to kill any big casino.
Online poker creates players.
It
Look,
does.
when online poker was big, that's when all the rooms were full of poker players. Wouldn't you like to get like your bearings on the game playing a 5-cent, 10-cent game online? And now you learn what to do and you get comfortable and now you can go to the room and play in the big 1-3 game. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, online poker was a training ground for poker players, and they could learn at whatever level they're comfortable at.
Absolutely. Nothing like buying in, like you said, these 5-cent, 10-cent games, or I see people buying these 1-cent, 2-cent games for $5 or $10. And then they're just really, like, they're taking time, really betting their pot values. I mean, it's great. Absolutely. Sacco When Kingspan says, would you learn at the TDA Summit any fun new rules coming up?
Yeah, we're having 10 rule changes at Stones. They'll take effect on July 31st. I'm happy to talk about them throughout the night, but we don't want to do it all at once. You're going to be bored out of your mind if we do. A couple really cool changes, though. Let's see if anything happens in this hand, and then I'll walk you through one of them. I really like some of this was definitely the best one that I've seen in a while. Best set of rule changes. Wings wants to know how tough is the 2-5 live compared to online. I don't know. I never played that big online. I mostly played those six-handed sit and goes, like a $50 sit and goes. Man, I crushed those back in the day.
Those were great. Look at this flop here. Peter flops open-ended, and Mike also flops a straight draw. If a king comes, it's going to be a
Nathan hits a pair.
World of danger for Peter if a king feels.
It's interesting with the wide range of hands that are present here, and all the percentages are pretty close.
Oh, and the king hits. Of course it does. Good God.
Of course.
This is all danger here.
This is pretty dirty. Peter now with the second best straight, and Mike R with the best straight. And Nathan drawing dead.
That's bad.
This is pretty much game over. Mike R having the night of his life. Do I dare say the time of his life?
Are we going to start singing this song?
I was going to.
Don't.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anyways. All right, so now this is where it's going to get fun. So Peter does raise to 120, and back over to Mike.
And Peter thinks he's so golden right now,
he's
too.
so golden.
That's the sick part.
And Mike with the nuts does have Peter covered, so if Mike wants to stuff it here, this could get a little scary. Now, there's such an outside of straights, it's such a dry board. You know what I mean? No flush draw of any sort.
Yeah, he has to raise.
Yeah, so it's sick. Okay, so Mike R is just gonna call because
Really?
he does have position, and so he's hoping that Peter sets a fat price here. And so let's see what Peter bets on the river here. I just saw Peter shove out a bet.
That is $195.
$195 here. Peter's
Oh
only got
yeah, and
about-
Mike asks for a chip count. Peter pulls back so we can see his chips.
So this sucks now that Peter's almost stuck himself more and deeper into this pot. This sucks because when Mike R does a fatty raise, Peter's so much more apt to just donate more chips, right? It's so sick.
I think there's a good chance that Mike gets all of Peter's stack on this hand. Peter's a very savvy player, but even the most savvy player is going to have a difficult time getting away from this.
Well, yeah, it's literally
It's not second nut.
Not second nut, guys. I mean, if you have ace 10, you got me. If you don't, I crush everything.
This is another one of those situations like I'm talking about with the top set. I don't care if you end up having the best hand. Good for you. You got all my chips. I'm not going anywhere.
And Peter is okay. So all Mike did was raise it to 460. I think he probably could have got all.
It looked like
Peter's
just a
chips.
call. Yeah. And Peter's too good to re-raise there without having the absolute nuts, you know. So it's just a call, and he's going to lose. Pretty sizable pot, 1.3K.
Yeah. Man, Mike R drinking some of that run good.
I want to check out the cash win command here in the chat room. I'm kind of curious where Mike R is. It says he's down 1.6K. I don't think that's right.
No, definitely
I think
not.
they're in reverse. I think the stacks must be reversed.
That makes sense.
Okay, so one of the TDA changes, and remember these only apply to tournament rules, but I love this change.
Okay.
So now instead, when you hit hand for hand, instead of just running the clock the whole time, we're gonna pause the clock.
When the first hand finishes.
We lose a player. Say we're paying 23 and we're at 25. We lose one. All tables hold up after this hand. We're gonna pause. You wait. We'll pause the clock, and then we're actually gonna just deduct 2 minutes per hand instead of running the clock. So the clock will be paused like 20 minutes on the clock. Okay, all dealers deal a hand. Now there's 18. All dealers deal a hand, now there's 16, no matter how long it takes. If it takes 30 seconds, if it takes 5 minutes. That way the players that are playing like at a normal speed don't get an entire level eaten up because one table's taking forever.
Okay, fair enough.
So I think it's a really fun and cool idea to make things more fair in a very, I mean, the bubble is kind of a frustrating time when you go hand for hand and you want to play poker and you're waiting for that table down there.
Yeah.
You know, so at least you're still waiting, but at least your clock is not getting destroyed.
I'm sorry, but the run good of Mike R continues. Bottom
Really?
set now against Ace's top pair here.
35.
Mike R, like, man, this guy's hitting everything.
Peter K does pick up a flush draw. He might have some hope on the river here.
Tommy Hobo says he loves that hand-for-hand change.
Everyone I've talked to about it thinks it's like the best idea they've ever heard.
Cool.
There's another component to the hand-for-hand rule, but I want to kind of see what happens here. So Mike, with his set, so beastly, he's going to raise it up. Now, look at Peter, who originally bet out 35, and he just took a big hit from this guy.
Exactly. So Peter might be in the what the hell mode. 120, Peter, I don't know.
I don't think Peter ever goes into what the hell mode.
Peter doesn't really get super tilty. Peter might just be looking to...
Yeah, he lets it go.
Just disciplined Peter, man.
He is very disciplined, and he's not even eating a salad tonight and still showing that kind of discipline.
It's very impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
So
it's a bold strategy, Colin. Let's see how that pays off for him.
Asa does have top pair here with his ace-queen, and he's looking more likely to be happy with his hand. I wish, no matter what happens here, that we could see the river. I hope Asa calls just for that, even though Mike has a check mark. I don't wish Asa to lose his money, but I want to know if that club came. I am results-oriented. Sorry, Jake.
No.
Okay, so he is going to call. We will see a river. No club. And how does Asa get away from this? I mean, if he put Mike on any sort of draw, nothing got there.
Yeah.
Right?
No, nothing got there. Nothing completed.
So Mike has to know he's good.
Yeah, no, Mike knows he's good, and if, you know, you can always put Ace saving graces, you can put him on some sort of two pair, some ace anything.
A check, and then a bet to 240. And I don't think, I don't know, maybe he does call, but I don't see him doing it. I think Ace is going to figure this out. It's going to be painful, but he's going to let his ace go.
So Mike did raise pre, Asa called. They both checked the flop. Asa calls somebody else's bet on the flop, then Mike raises to 120. If you replay this hand, it's possible to get away from it. You can't really put him on any sort of busted. I mean, they both checked the flop. You could have put him on like a club draw.
Oh yeah, the split screen, baby. Let's do it. He's gonna call. And he's gonna see the bad news. Set of fours will take it down. So the other component of hand for hand for the new TDA rules, and I love this part, is all tables will hold their action reveals until all tables have completed play on each hand. So for example,
so on the river, I bet you call. We all wait for the
yeah, you don't show your hands. You're waiting for the other tables to finish. Now, because this is what happens. Think about this.
Players
We're
get
hand
to
for
see if
hand.
that guy busts, then I make a fold, so I hit the money.
You hear it all in, right? And you're making a decision. So this way it'll keep it more fair, where you have to make the decision not knowing if someone else on another table is going to go out. You will know, however, you'll know that they're all in.
Yeah.
But you won't know if someone's getting knocked out. So.
That's funny.
Because a lot of times in hand for hand, a lot of the stalling is people waiting to make their play, trying to kind of wait for see what happens on another table.
Yeah.
You know? And, they were trying a lot of talk at the TDA this year about minimizing the ability to kind of game some of these rules and get an advantage for yourself. So, a lot of good changes. And I think the new hand for hand is going to be a big hit.
Nut Summit went for a while. I clicked in a few different times.
Oh, did you?
Live stream.
You're watching it?
How long were you guys doing? 4 or 5 hours?
It's 2 8-hour days.
Yeah.
There's like 250 tournament directors there, about 60 countries represented. Pretty cool.
Oh. Now, how'd you get in there?
You know, believe it or not, a very important and prominent tournament director directly invited me.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
I don't want to brag or name drop or anything, but his name was Matt Savage.
Oh, wow. Baller.
He is the king of tournament directors. He's my king.
Wow.
The king of kings of tournament directors.
I have a set of brown nose glasses I can bring in for you if you want.
He's great.
How many kings are in this brown nose?
What he does for poker is we should all be very happy for his contribution.
Standardization, man, in the game.
Yeah, it's been a good thing. Okay, so 2 kings on this board, no one with a king. Speaking of kings.
Too many kings.
Yeah.
My guard just running over this game here with about almost double what the guy in second place in chips has.
So another fun rule change coming on July 31st that everyone that I've told this to has just flipped out. So happy.
I'm ready to flip right now.
Are you sure?
I'm so ready.
We're gonna allow table talk.
Oh shit! Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be in heads-up situations only,
Yeah.
and you cannot reveal the contents of your hand. But pretty
Hell
much
yeah.
anything else goes.
But what if I say I don't have ace jack?
So it's not properly or falsely talking about the contents of your hand.
I cannot
because you
say
you could
I
say
might
all
have
the hands you
a
want.
jack for my car.
No.
No. Okay.
Nothing that reveals the potential contents of your hand, but outside of that, whatever you want to talk about, starting on July 1st when our rule changes take effect, Stone's Gambling Hall tournaments will allow table talk. Now this is going to be huge. We've been very strict about this from day one, and I think it's time. I think the time was right, and a lot of players are really going to enjoy this change. The whole theme of the TDA this year was making poker fun again.
Nice.
And I think this is one of those things, allowing this type of banter and bringing the psychological aspect of the game. I think it does make poker fun, and it's definitely something that I've come around on.
We actually got to, are you kidding me in there? And they're like, hey, Chris, you talk all the time anyways. And he's like, true, sorry, I'm not sorry.
Oh, I see. Chris is very happy about this change. Chris has been lobbying for this one for quite some time. So
Very cool.
all your hard work, Chris, has paid off. Starting July 31st, when our new rules take effect, table talk is allowed heads up in tournaments exclusive.
Taking a look in the, we have our Twitter handles here for the commentators. Deborah's Twitter handle is Deborah.
I know.
And then like 20 numbers in a row.
Well, because she just put their name Deborah, and she said it randomly generated the name. So she is actually the 98,785,280th Deborah. that
I thought
signed
she
up
just
on
put her
Twitter.
social right after it, so it makes it real easy to get in.
I thought it was her phone number.
Hey, you, tell me about this vlogger
This
game.
vlogger game is going to be so sick. We got 8 of the top vloggers for poker coming to Stones on the 26th of July. You can see a few of them there. Some of your favorites: Brad Owen, Jeff Boski, Ray's Rail, Andrew Nimi, one of my favorites. And we also have Poker Kraut, a couple of these other guys coming. It's going to be a fun game, 5-5, no limit. One of these guys has a drone.
Love it.
A drone.
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing all of the different streams happening, including our stream at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
if you have multiple computer monitors, just put them all up. Boom, 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 boom.
So you actually technically will be able to watch that game from like maybe 7 or 8 different perspectives.
I love it, yeah.
Okay, because I think we have a couple of our regulars in there.
Yeah.
I think like 7 of the players are vloggers. So these guys are all going to be vlogging the game. And we're going to have one guy with a drone. I don't know if we can let him fly the drone. I'm still looking into that.
We should totally fly it.
I don't know. I mean, there might be a regulation or something.
Well, I mean, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
You say that until you start having to look for new jobs.
Oh, I thought you just meant like lawsuits because a drone put my eye out.
Vlogger game is on July 26th. It's a Wednesday night, 7 to 10 p.m. It's our regular Wednesday night broadcast. Pretty excited about it.
Super rad.
Mike R with 10-8, and honestly, if I'm Mike R right now, I play every hand.
Oh, dude, this guy is
Right?
crushing.
He's on fire.
You got this magic horseshoe on eBay, and it's working.
Where do you have that implanted now? When you have the surgery?
That's what hurts.
What's do you go like on the back of your leg?
But
or-
here's the deal. When it comes to a horseshoe, just think about the shape. So no matter where you get it implanted, it never feels good.
It's gonna be awkward.
Yeah.
So raised to 35 from Aaron B with Jack 9, and this always cracks me up because people always peg Aaron is so tight, and then he'll do something like this.
Oh, it's great.
And Jack 9 in the cutoff, he's bumping it up. Now when he does do this, he gets a lot of respect, right?
Right.
Interesting flop. Aaron does have a gut shot, and Day also has a gut shot, but with a king. Aaron's going to continue betting, repping the ace. And I think for 55, we're going to see at least one call from Day here. I don't think he's raising. D. Smith jumps in the chat room and says that the trooper wasn't invited. That is because at the time we put this game together, we didn't know who the trooper was, but I have since become a big fan and have personally extended him multiple invites to come and commentate for the Fall Classic.
True.
And he has not responded to me now, so the ball's actually in his court.
We would love to have him.
I will fly him out, put him up in a room. I will even pay him an appearance fee. And all he has to do is come and hang out and eat food from our amazing restaurant and talk poker. Maybe
rough.
even with this guy right here.
Oh man.
Right?
I'm sorry. Now you're probably gonna have to pay him extra. You're gonna have to pay him more now. Sorry.
We would love to have the trooper out. If you guys know anyone has personal contact with them, let them know. I'd bring him out in a heartbeat. I think his vlog is awesome.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
You should check it out. It's pretty cool.
Oh.
Yeah, I really enjoy his vlog. I mean, I enjoy it, like the ones where he's not talking crap about stones, like the other ones.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But the rest of them are great. The rest of them are great.
It's not even that bad. He says multiple times he's not mad at stones. He's mad at those guys.
Oh, fair enough. So Garland here is going to pop it up with sixes to $20. Peter's going to come along, as is Josh. Jeff with 7 deuce. They're not playing the game, but
They should play that game.
Did Jeff come along?
I don't think so. We're 4 ways here.
All right, let's take a look. Boom, ace 9-7. Peter does bink top pair here.
Peter connecting with his aces. Of course, that is not always great when you have a rag ace because now you get into this really tough position of playing post flop.
Yeah. Am I good? Am I the sucker calling down when I know I'm no good? Because if you're just like if somebody has betting light with ace 10 here and you're just calling him down, you're just gifting money.
Right.
But luckily, honestly, that's all you want when you bet
This
here.
one
with
it
ace
worked,
ten
yeah.
kicker. You just bet and everybody fold, please. That's what I've got.
Dumb cheesy. I have not seen anything about collusion accusations with the trooper. I will check out that vlog. But you got to remember, people make these sorts of accusations all the time. If there's, it could be anybody just trying to defame him or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I make horrible, off-the-wall accusations about you constantly. Just trying to defame you.
Wapri wants Rick to start a vlog called Life in Barstow. I'd watch.
God. They basically just film tumbleweeds all day.
I always stop in Barstow when I'm driving to Vegas. It's a great place to go to the bathroom.
That's because gas tank-wise, you're almost forced to.
True.
They're very popular.
All right, Jeff wakes up with a real hand. Ace Jack suited, also known as the parking lot hand.
What Bryce said, you can show us the 4X.
That's so messed up. Isn't that where Alien Jerky is, though?
Oh
I
my
love
God.
Alien Jerky. Oh, no, that's Baker. That's in Baker. Never mind. You guys don't even have
Bakersfield?
Alien Burger. No, just Baker.
Just Baker?
Isn't it Baker with the giant, the temperature gauge?
I don't know, you tell me.
You tell me.
I probably got nothing.
You never drove to Vegas? You rode your
No,
motorcycle?
but I definitely try to avoid those spots.
No, it's Alien Jerky. It's made from real aliens. It's delicious.
That makes sense.
Jeff connects with the Jack here.
But yet Mike has a straight draw, and now
And a
he's
flush
got
draw.
a straight flush draw now.
Oh my God! And the way he's running, he's gonna hit it for sure.
Watch it be the just so you know, it's gonna be the ace of hearts giving Jeff 2 pair on the river. That's what it's gonna
Oh,
be.
don't say that.
You know it is.
We
Watch.
love Jeff.
I know, but you know what's gonna happen. This is what's going down. Bet
It's a bet and a call, and just a 3 of spades,
just a brick.
brick.
How does Mike miss? He's hitting everything so
Well, here's the
solid.
thing: if he won every hand, no one would play with him,
Yeah.
right? You gotta lose once in a while.
And Jeff has some showdown value here. Mike checks over to him. He's just going to check it, flip it, and say, hope it's good, and it is.
Yeah, so it's on your way to Vegas. Barstow is that first stop where you pee, and then the second stop you pee is Baker.
Oh.
And they have this giant thermometer. It's the biggest thermometer in the world. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records, and they sell alien jerky because it's the site of an alien landing. So there's this jerky place, and they claim that all their jerky's made from real space aliens. But the jerky's actually really good. I'm pretty sure it's cow, not alien.
Are you sure?
But I mean,
Maybe it's just space alien flavored. All right, so Tom Jesse was catching back up. Says apparently he shows himself playing single table sit and go with his friend Harry. They pull their money together and then split all the profits from the wins. They won't play though if they both don't sit at the same table. He kind of outed himself accidentally. 2 + 2 kind of blew up over his lack of integrity.
wow, I didn't hear about that.
So
I can't wait to watch the vlog because one thing that I really enjoy about the Trooper is he's very outspoken.
yeah.
I'm gonna watch his vlog tonight. It'll be very interesting to see what he has to say about it.
Yeah.
The worst part about Nicole did last time was that she actually messed up the order. She was like, oh, I'm gonna well, no.
All right, so yeah, Zizek's Road is another fun thing. If you ever drive to Vegas, have you ever passed Zizek's Road? Or you've never driven to Vegas?
No, I generally
You always fly?
I've driven once.
Well, it's a brutal drive, but it's fun, especially from LA. It's 4 hours. When I lived in LA, I would make the drive all the time. But there's this sign, and you see in the chat room, it's
Well, yeah,
Visa
I
Y
just
and Triple X.
I just think of the song when I see that.
The song is by who?
You know.
You know.
No,
Google knows.
you know. Where's it at?
Zizek's Road, but that sign keeps getting stolen. They have to replace it like every 3 months.
Yeah. You know the song.
Does anybody in the chat room know who sings Zizek's Road? I didn't know that was a thing. So Asa, by the way, raised up to 15 with ace 4 of clubs, and looks like it's going to be another.
Stone Sour has one, but I thought there was another one.
Oh, okay. I do vaguely recall that. We're 3 ways to the flop. 3, a 9, and a 5. Peter with an inside straight draw. Asa running clubs and an inside straight draw. And Day with top pair is going to bet out. 25 or 30, sorry, it's 30 to go.
Incredible Goblins, that's actually the one I was thinking of, alongside the Stone Sour one, but the rest, the YYZ one.
Oh, so there's another one. Lots of money and bodies buried near Zizek's Road. Is that the line in the song? Or is he just saying that?
No.
He's just saying that. Yeah, so interesting hand shaping up here. Asa wants to see one more card before he decides if he's going away. And that is not the card he was looking for. He's going to check again. Day should bet here, and that should be the end of this hand.
Second one, Kings fan. Good luck out there, bud.
65.
I mean, you're here.
65 is the bet by Day, and it's going to get through.
But you're on TV.
So, any big plans for a little 4th of July celebration tomorrow?
I'll be here. We have our regular normal tournaments tomorrow. Morning tournament for 55, night tournament for 75. Should be fun. I am, however, bringing an exciting new poker tournament. I'm going to actually just should be getting it approved tomorrow, the final approval here at Stones to run it, and we'll start creating some material for it on Labor Day, which I believe is either the 2nd or the 4th of September.
So since you're getting approval tomorrow, are you just going to tease us about it now, or do we actually get to know something?
I'll tell you about it because I think it's something cool. I'll try to do something with it. It's going to be called the Win the Button Tournament.
Okay.
And basically you win the pot, you get the button. And then the blinds always are to the left of it. So the button's going to be jumping around the table.
And it sucks because the person who's super hyper aggressive directly to your
People
right,
to their left,
if you're gonna push, if you're basically keep winning every pot, I'm gonna have to be the small blind every hand.
Yes, that's correct.
That I love, hate, and I'm so scared for everything about this tournament.
We're looking to run it on Labor Day as 175 buy-in, 30-minute levels, a deep stack tournament, and 15K guaranteed, I'm thinking.
I'm actually okay if the guy directly to my left is the aggressive guy, because then I'm always one off the button.
You're always
every
one
hand.
off, right? Yeah, so it'll create this really interesting dynamic where the button is moving based on who wins the last pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30? 30. Probably true. But then
We have a conversation in the chat room going on about salt mining. It's very interesting.
Lots of cash and salt.
ask me my name. Or name tag, right?
Wow, that's great.
Bold strategy.
Sarah back for us.
So what do you think about the hand-for-hand rule?
It's interesting because if we are at 20-minute levels, you said it's going to be guaranteed 2 minutes a hand. It's weird because now it actually opens up things to now I'm calculating, okay, well, I'm only going to get 10 more hands in this level. And assuming nobody busts, I can tell exactly where the button and the blinds are going to, like, so it just makes you think about things in a different way. You know what I mean? Whereas before, I guess, I don't know if you're getting out more or less hands. What do you think? You think you're getting out more hands?
When you run the clock?
By just doing the 2 minutes off each hand thing.
Well, the hands will just eat a specific time. It'll be as many hands as it is, but the difference is you're not running off all this extra time on the clock.
Exactly.
Most hands are probably going to take more than 2 minutes.
Yeah. So you're actually going to end up probably getting more hands via the 2 minute.
It's better for the players. Yeah, if you want to calculate it like, would we have got a hand every 2 minutes if the clock was running? 3 tables? Probably not.
Yeah.
You know? I think it's better for the players. your clock doesn't get eaten up as fast when someone's tanking and trying to make a decision.
Yeah. And the rule is if 2 players bust out at the same time, whoever had more chips is going to get the higher position.
If it's on the same table, yes, but if it's on multiple tables, if the chip counts don't mount, you chop the prize.
Okay, so if basically one guy would have bubbled and the other guy would have just hit the money, you guys would just chop that last place money.
Yeah, if they're on separate tables, but if they're on the same table, we would go by chip.
Okay. Yeah, look at this. Mike R. crushing this table, 2,600 bucks, followed by Dave there with about 1,800. And these have been, fairly speaking, pretty much the most 2 active players.
That's not paradox.
He's guilty. That was paradox. That's so funny. Good. Big love. That's so funny. That is funny.
That's what's going on.
I was going to say, that's good old Cedric, stopping by the table, saying hi.
Cedric's quite a character.
Making everybody laugh.
He actually has been on the live stream a couple of times. He's a lot of fun to watch play.
Oh, yeah.
He has a very unique style.
Are you Cedric the entertainer? I'm not. He's a son. He's a son.
What team?
And actually, I see Cedric here is playing a cash game right in front of us as well, so come on in. Speaking of which, if you guys want to play in any of these cash games, just download our Stones Gambling Hall app.
Super busy in here tonight.
It's totally free on the Google Play or App Store. You can pop in and you can just sign up for a live game. You don't even have to call this guy. You don't need to talk to him.
Please don't call me.
I wouldn't either.
So I don't know if I told you yet, but I have the special guest commentator lineup completely set for the Fall Classic. Very exciting, guys. We are gonna have Annette Overstad, the youngest ever bracelet winner for WSOP. We have Mr. David Tuckman,
Boom.
the young commentator from
guy who likes to sit in my
Burbank
lap.
that likes to sit in Justin's lap.
Yeah, okay.
We will be joined by Justin Hammer, the tournament director from Commerce Casino for one of our streams, and our headliner for the main event, none other than our very good friend now, new good friend to Stones, Jonathan Little. Jonathan Little will also be using Stone's live footage in his instructional material now.
Right.
So very excited to have Jonathan Little join our family here at Stone's Live.
Super cool. And yeah, I saw that. So you basically just closed all these deals when you were out in Vegas, huh?
All of them, well, yeah, actually, I was going to say all of them but Hammer, but
Busy,
it
buddy.
was Hammer, yeah. It's where I met Hammer. And we actually coined a new term when we give someone a penalty in a tournament now, we say we're dropping the hammer.
Drop the hammer. Done.
He was not happy about it, though.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm honored. I'd be honored.
Texas AG, I had a great time in Vegas. I did not win any of my tournaments, unfortunately, but I did learn a lot and had a lot of fun.
You're better at the, don't you just, you're a tournament director, don't you just direct tournaments to go in your favor?
That's what I tried to do, and they kicked me out.
Lame.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this is a misdeal, guys. I didn't hit my draw. This is a misdeal next hand.
If only.
Easy money.
But it was fun. I got to hang out with Sean McCormick and Paul Campbell a little, and
They say you guys got to go to the club.
we went to the club. It was pretty cool.
No, it's pronounced club.
Club.
Yeah.
We got our own private booth.
Yeah, in the club.
And Wapbury wants to know if I hit the Rhino. Is that like a punching?
That is a strip club.
Oh, it's a strip club. No, I did not.
I'm guessing if you had to ask what it was, the answer is no.
Feels like everybody
Guys.
girlfriend watches the show. Service.
Nailed it. I cannot divulge. I cannot confirm nor deny.
Spearmint Rhino's kind of a weird name. Like,
Yeah.
why would a rhino be spearmint?
Sounds like gum. Sounds like a pack of gum.
Isn't there spearmint something gum?
Spearmint flavor, yeah.
Spearmint flavor. Like Wrigley's spearmint or something, yeah. Wrigley's, is Wrigley's still a gum?
Oh yeah. Is there,
Oh yeah?
Are those crazy people? Are they still around here? Come on.
Oh my god. Yes, Goes to M. Very excited to have Jonathan Little joining us for 2 streams actually. Jonathan Little will be here for the final table of the main event for the Fall Classic
Need
on
some Wrigley's
October
extra
8th.
gum right here.
And he will be here. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
All right. And he will be here the next night on October 9th to commentate a 5-5 no limit game. And I'm hoping that the other commentator for that will be Lon McCarran. He'll be getting back to me in a couple days. Yeah. Very excited about
Yeah.
that.
Lon McCarran's a little busy right now, I guess, huh?
he's kind of got this steady gig with something called the WPSO or
There's a W,
WOPS.
carry the one.
Yeah, something like that. He's kind of a big deal.
Thanks,
He has many leather-bound books, and his house smells of rich mahogany.
Yeah.
And he has a dog named Chachi.
That, I believe all of that except for the last part, which I know is the only true part.
So, Josh, scooping a pot. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. We need to start paying attention.
I've been paying attention all the time.
That's what we get in trouble for all the time.
You're busted.
TG AG98, yes. Thank you actually for tuning in on the live stream for the TDA Summit. I know it wasn't like the most exciting thing watching 250 poker nerds talk about poker rules, but I think you're right.
This one time this happened, what should I do?
It is interesting to see the process of how the rules are decided on, and it really is diplomatic. It's not just Matt Savage standing in front of everyone going, this is how we're going to do it.
Yeah, no.
The room's taking a vote. We're trying to get everything unanimous. When we have things that are 60-40, 50-50, you sometimes have hours of discussion of hearing from people from all over the world running poker tournaments in different environments and why they think it should be a certain way. And ultimately, we try to come to a consensus on everything.
Solid.
If only politics worked the way the TDA Summit works, we might actually get things done.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen ever.
It's very sad.
I wish. CNN won't let it.
Reagan Barso says he's so broke he can't even afford to pay attention.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Last time I heard that joke, I fell off my dinosaur.
I don't know why that was really funny to me. It's not really funny, but for some reason,
Just saying.
I think I had a mental image of Rick and Barstow falling off of a dinosaur.
That's yeah. That's the only way I've ever pictured.
It was a good one. It's a total dad joke, but it's a good dad joke. I find the older that I get, the more I like dad jokes.
All right, Dave coming in here to a raise. Gonna pop up to $20.
I like the raise with 6-5.
Well, nobody put you on 6-5.
And it's kind of a position raise too. Like maybe he wouldn't be doing that in early position. And check that out. Pre-flop, 6-5.
Yeah, that's it.
Raise to 20, take it down.
Monster, take it down.
Rick and Barstow claiming that he is old enough to remember dinosaurs. I believe it.
I bet.
I believe it.
So guys, if you're just joining us, make sure you click that heart and follow us. We're here with you every Monday, Wednesday, spewing cash game action. I know this Wednesday coming up, this is a juicy game this Wednesday, like 5, 10, 20, something like that?
5, 10, 20. You want to get a little teaser of the list? I think it's a pretty good lineup.
I do. Anytime it's a 5, 10, 20 game, we know how big our pot's getting 5, 5.
Now this can change because sometimes last minute the players will drop out. But this is what I have as of right now. See if these guys are going to play a hand. Just chopping it up. All right. We're going to see a flop on this one.
Boom, 9, 10, 3.
Misses everybody.
With city, population, all three of you, bro.
Aaron is best and still bets out ace high 15 and takes it down. All right, guys. So I have an old friend in the poker business, and he actually helped me get my house.
Okay.
Matt G is going to be joining us. Do you know Matt G?
Before we talk about that, talk about this. Tell me.
Oh my God! Did you know that you can win $1 million at Stones?
I did.
Limit poker.
Can you tell me how?
Guys, we got a drawing coming up in just a couple weeks. You play a limit game here. You get full houses. You get tickets, and then if your name is drawn, you're going to join 8 other players for a single table sit and go tournament on August 12th.
Which are guaranteed at least $1,000.
Guaranteed $1,000.
Up to $2K there for 5th through 7th, and then the top 4 get to draw.
Yeah.
Up
Crazy
to $1 million.
drawing. You're drawing from a 20 card deck, 10s through aces, and if you happen to draw a royal, $1 million payout.
I can do that.
Pretty good payout. It's good ROI.
I can do that. You said the odds are like 3,000 to 1?
No, 6,000 to 1.
Oh, well, I only need 3,000
Still
times.
pretty good.
I can hit it in 3,000. All right, 3-5 king here on this board.
Ace 8's out there again. This time Peter has it.
Whip City, Peter with the best though, ace high.
Nobody with anything here.
Nat in the house, what's going on, buddy? Oh, he says, Nat says poker graphics bot needs command. Harlan, question mark 3 times. So both players check this forward. Turn comes, brings another king. Nate bets 30. Peter's gonna call.
Hey Bob, are you listening back there? Should get that link to the Harlan hand in the chat room. These guys want to check it out. So we're gonna put the link in there for you guys. There you go.
Oh, there's the command. Just
that's
straight
a
Harlan.
13-minute clip in there, and oh, he does have a Harlan command.
Yeah, he does. Wow.
That's great.
Nailed it.
13 minutes. That clip is 13 minutes long. That was last Monday, the largest ever pot on a Stones Live stream game.
Love it.
And then an hour after the stream, I heard they had a bigger pot, $35,000 pot in a live 5 game. All right, so here's some of the guys playing. Harlan is making a triumphant return on Wednesday.
God.
He has the bankroll now. Brian's
sure does.
returning.
Okay.
Anthony H.
Soul
Esh.
Crusher. Soul Crusher.
Azan. Peter will be here, and we got Porter in the game as well. Porter
Oh my God.
quickly becoming one of my favorite poker
The
players.
Beard of Destiny, the only
Yeah.
beard that can rival
Beard
Drake's.
of Destiny.
Yeah.
I love it. And I got a couple guys on the backup list. If anybody would like to be third, fourth, fifth alternate, all you got to do is jump into the chat room and type in join. And my information will pop up there. You can shoot me a text, and I will let you know exactly where you are on the list.
Jimmy Bluffing in the house. What's going on? Proper 3-bet. Who else did I see we saw? We said hi to Nat in there. Phil Helmuth. The chat. Our Wop Rice. You know what's going
That
on.
was such an epic hand. I watched that hand like probably 5 times.
Yeah, I know. I like to fall asleep to it too. I just like to tucks me in like a nice warm blanket when I'm going to bed. I'm like, this is how you win like 13K pots. Like,
It's amazing. So check it out. We do have a ton of great stuff coming up here at Stones, and right there, if you're playing in a cash game right now, you're already earning your entry into this. You can get in by playing live, winning tournaments, or you can just buy in. The price was going to be $40K, whether 10 people show up or 500 people show up.
Love
It's
it.
$40K to play for, and super easy to free roll in, especially for our players here that are just playing anyways. It's
yeah, and it's 3 different tiers you can qualify for, and even if you don't qualify for like the top tier, you can just buy the difference, right?
You can
So
buy the
each tier is
difference.
like $150.
yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, so if you only got a tier 2, you can buy up to a tier 3. It's
Sweet.
do whatever you want to do.
Very cool. So going to this board, Jacks, basically Aaron pops it here on the button, king high flop.
Aaron's really opened up his game. I remember at the very beginning he was folding hands. I didn't think he was going to fold it. And now he's like, I think maybe he's figured out the table. Because you see him making a lot more plays. Now,
Speaking of making a play, Day comes
Day.
along, not buying what Aaron is selling.
holy crap.
And this is a great spot because if you don't have a king here and you're Aaron, you have to run for the hills. That's
What a
exactly what he
great bet by Day.
Yeah.
9-8, he essentially has nothing and gets Aaron to fold jacks.
does. Airball. Aaron ball.
You think Aaron's watching this right now? That the delay finally caught, just kicking himself like, oh man, I can't believe it.
Yeah,
Dave?
sometimes it's like, for me anyways, I feel like I'm more apt to let people bluff me out of these smaller pots because I don't want to get involved in like trying to bluff catch and building these pots that aren't really even worth me fighting for anyways. you
Yeah.
know? I'd almost rather bluff catch on the crazy bigger ones where hopefully they're bluffing me, I guess, to try to take them away.
Yeah, no, you make a great point. You don't. There's no reason to be risking your chips for little pots, especially like they're 35 and what was it, up to 200 or something. You know, it's crazy.
Mr. Optics, what's going on? Mr. Optics and our friend D there watching in the show. Tuning
What's
in,
up?
very cool. What's up?
D, you know D?
Yep. It's actually a friend of mine, Devin and Devin. Just
Oh.
spelled differently.
All right.
You like that?
Yeah, it's cool.
A couple of Devins.
What's Mr. Optics? Does he sell glasses or something?
It's one of those games you just have forever, you know? So, ace 10 here. Oh, there it is. Queen disco for ace 10 here. Makes the monster cookie.
Wow, nice for Aaron. I don't think he's going to be folding on this one. Puts in a small bet. I don't think Peter calls. Not on this board. Too much going on. Yeah, there it is.
We used to, in the South, you get free drinks when you go to the casinos. Like, I can play it and I drink for free the whole time. That was the first time I've been to a tournament.
Jimmy Bluffett, sounds like you had a tough time out in Vegas. We love you too, buddy. Always a pleasure.
Very funny.
Yeah, how was Vegas? It was fun. The bank account would disagree, but Vegas otherwise was fun.
You know that girl? She has her own game here the
my
third
God.
Wednesday of every month, and people get drunk and light money on fire.
They do. People there, with like kerosene, like large amounts of fuel accelerants lighting money on fire there.
And I don't know if it's more fun having Veronica on the table or in the booth. She's great both.
On the felt, off the felt.
Doesn't matter.
Anywhere there's a round felt.
Peter wakes up with some queens, but unfortunately gets no action on them. So saucy, Peter.
Peter do a little seat jump. Looks like he did a little musical chairs.
Yep. So who was that? Mike R decided to cash out his winnings from the game, and Peter said that seat's lucky.
Yeah, Mike R. crushed, man. That seat was running so good.
And now we have 6 open. Let's see. Hopefully we're getting a new player in there soon.
Garland gonna open up for a raise here with King Queen suited. He's gonna jump it up to $20.
King Queen was the death of me in Vegas.
Oh no!
It's such a beautiful hand, but it's always second best.
It looks so pretty. And Ace-3 crushes it. All right, so Peter's gonna come along here. So 3-handed, going to the flop. Oh, look at this. Ace-Jack-7.
Okay.
Monster board here.
So Garland now with the nut. Oh, I'm sorry. The ace is not the spade. He doesn't have the nut flush draw still, but it still might be enough.
So Garland bets. Jeff calls. Peter gets out of the way.
Both of them are going for the flush draw here, and little does Jeff know if he hits, he's in bad shape. However,
Peter would have turned another
if a
7.
9 comes, Jeff is pretty happy.
Show me the 9 of spades.
That would be so sick.
Just because I'm
Do you
so
hate
sick.
Jeff?
'Cause
Why,
no,
did he hurt you?
I had a bad experience. I had a bad experience.
So it's 75 for Jeff to try and chase his flush. Little does he know he wants a straight, not a flush. And we get a river card, is the Jack of Clubs, which is great for Jeff. If Garland decides to fire again,
Both players play the board.
it's going to take it
now.
down. Do they really? Oh, yes,
Yeah.
you're right, they do. Double paired board with an ace. And it comes to showdown. We're going to chop it up. And
That's when you look. It's funny that we've all been in that scenario where you're thinking spade, 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 and then you see the other guy's hand, you're like, no spade, no spade. Just kidding, no spade.
That's like pretty much every hand I play.
Yeah, exactly. I need an ace. I need an ace. They're like, no, you don't. You're like, no ace.
The
no
ace. There's those times when you find out like the card you were hoping for, not
you
coming.
need to inverse
it
the out.
saved you.
Yeah.
You're like, holy crap! I'm so glad that card didn't come. I would have lost all my chips.
I'm so glad I don't run better. Yeah, that's our new player, Sonny, came to the table. Looks like he's sitting down with about $1,500.
And his profile picture is the shadow with the nuclear explosion in the background picture. It's one of my favorites.
Magic.
We have the other one too when we don't have someone's picture is Kermit the Frog.
True.
Hey guys.
I miss Kermit the Frog.
Miss Piggy crushed him. He liked it. Peter coming along at Ace Jack here. So
And Garland with the big blind with pocket queens. He's gonna bump it up as he should. I think it was like 55 to go. And Sonny comes right in. He's not scared. Day also gonna see a flop, and now there's no way Peter can fold unless he just chucks his cards in like that. We're 3 ways and 3 spades. Now Sonny flops an up, well, second up flush, but no one has an ace of
did
spade.
Garland just ship it?
I believe so. Garland thinking he's got top pair with 1 spade, but how can he? It says
He's in
1%.
trouble.
How can he? I think he can only
He
draw
can,
to a
catch, he can
chop.
catch a queen, and then he can pair the board.
Oh yeah. Oh, now he needs a queen. He does have an out
Or
or a
another
deuce.
deuce. Oh my god!
What? Oh my god!
Running deuces and it holds.
How does that happen?
Running deuces.
I mean, good job, Garland, but holy crap, Sonny gambles with King 7.
3%.
You
all
gotta
you
go
need.
runner.
Oh wow. Wow.
Wow, only on Stones
So
Live.
guys, if you thought live poker was weird when you play online, now you can see it
I'll
happens
just
in
show
real
you
life.
right there. You just see more of those sick hands. Sonny. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sonny. First hand, he sits down.
All I need is running deuces. Pink, pink.
Get chips on 11.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. New player to the table, luck.
That's your initiation right
Yep.
there. I mean, best hand won.
That's your $500 entry fee to the table.
Best hand won, right?
Yeah.
Okay, best hand won. That's what should have happened most of the time. But so sick when it happens that way.
It's like they're like, well, how can he even? Okay, well, actually, if the board paired, and then
Does he do this?
All I
got
need
you.
is running
I
deuces.
got you.
Yeah, that's it. Pocket jokers done.
Every time you do that, every time you say I got you, and you turn it over and you're right, it's always gonna go runner, they got you.
That's true.
Yeah, that's karma, poker karma. So Day with ace 4 is
Nathan.
gonna raise to 15. Nathan's behind him with pocket aces. We got a little sneak preview. Probably a little re-raise. We're going to 35. Jimmy Bluffett says Stones is super rigged. It looks like it. Holy
Super
crap,
rigged.
that was a sick hand.
Now Day's gonna call. If the case ace comes out here, we could see some fireworks for sure. Maybe even a couple hearts would be great.
There's one heart.
Yep, queen 6 deuce.
Now Sonny's in there again with 7-5. Nothing for him really. But we have seen that runner is possible. Oh, is it ever?
Oh yeah. And he's gonna fire at $80 with aces.
All right,
He's gonna get
Sonny's out of
Sonny to lay
there.
down, and Day is gonna be gone as well.
Hey, aces hold up.
Weird.
Right?
Only because another player had the ace.
I've even had aces against an ace rag and lost, and it's like one of the most miserable things that can happen to you. Like, how could I be so dominating in the hand and still lose?
Oh yeah.
But poker's kind of just sick like that, you know?
Poker gods have a great sense of humor. Just hope they're not laughing at you that day.
Jimmy Bluffett jumps into the chat room to ask the 8-Ball if he should play the 10K main event, and 8-Ball's not revealing the answer yet. This is one thing I like about our 8-Ball. It has a way of keeping you watching because it's not going to tell you just yet. The 8-Ball in the chat room.
Oh, got it. I was thinking
I
something
saw you getting
completely
confused.
different.
I
I'm
saw you
like,
getting confused.
Whoa, what? You're doing 8 balls in the booth? That's a bold strategy. All right, so Peter here raises it to $20 with ace 6 suited.
Sonny's coming along with Queen 3, and I think he just wants to play hands.
King 7-9, couple of hearts. Brick City for everybody. Ace high still in the lead.
Watbury asked the 8-Ball the same question, and it says very doubtful.
The 8 ball doesn't want anybody to play the main event.
Well, the
Don't
8-Ball's
even
trying to
think about
save you money.
it. So now 8 peels on the turn gives Peter open-ended.
Now there's 3 hearts on the board, but not one player in this hand has a heart in their hand. Peter not going to even stick around to see if he can hit a straight. Ace betting. It says 80, but I only see 35 in front of him still. Whatever it was, it's more than enough. Oh, 80's his pot. Favorite room in Vegas? Go.
Arya.
Yeah, me too. Damn, I thought that was going to be more exciting.
No, immediately followed by the win, actually, because those are pretty much the 2 main places I played.
I didn't get to stop by the win.
It's pretty cool. I played there.
I heard they just redid their poker room.
Yeah, they had a really nice tournament structure there. They had a really nice, I just played there 550, 100K guaranteed. Ended up hitting like double that on the guarantee side.
Cool. Cash?
Yeah. Of course, it was tough because I'm sitting there and you know who they moved to my table? Cobra. And I'm like, come on, man.
Oh, the
I don't
best
wanna-
player ever.
I was like, why are you following me around, bro? I mean, you always follow me when I'm in Vegas, and now you're literally following me to my poker tournament table. You need to stop. But it's a good little structure, actually. Like, Raymer was in there. He played in that tournament, too.
Who was? Raymer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to stop by the win next time. Everyone was telling me how great it was, but I mean, I'm staying at the Arya. I'm friends with Sean McCormick. Like, I'm getting the hookup.
Sick
like,
brag, bro.
Why am I gonna go anywhere else?
Sick brag.
I know. I heard you.
Nice name drop.
I'm trying to have a conversation here.
Sick brag.
I was hanging out with Paul McCormick and Paul Campbell,
Who else are you hanging out with?
and no one.
What cool stuff were you guys doing that we all didn't get to be a part of?
Well, you were there for the Super High Roller Bowl.
I'm just kidding. I know, but you don't see me bragging about it.
Yeah, we do. You brag about it all the time. What are you talking about? Always bragging about that.
I love it. All right, so Nathan here is going to raise it up to 15 to go. A couple non-believers here. Look at this flop.
Wow.
He does raise it up. He flops open-ended straight
flush. Go, Nathan.
God, how good does that flop feel when you're him? Hope he doesn't suffer from that issue of too many outs.
Every time I flop like this, I never complete.
That's what I mean.
One, so.
All right, but nothing else. Nobody else has anything to even come along to. It's kind of a bummer. You can't even get any action off that.
Arya had a $1 million guarantee 550 buy-in WPT event going the whole week I was there.
Oh, wow.
9 flights at 550 buy-in for $1 million guarantee.
Dang, and they hit it or what?
They're on track to crush it. I think they did. The last flight was just a couple days ago.
Oh, wow.
There it is, guys, the vlogger game. Mark it on your calendars. We got all the big vloggers from Vegas heading to Stones for a little field trip to Sacramento to do the vlogger game right here on Stones Live. That's going to be a lot of fun.
We're bringing Vegas to us.
Yeah, I mean, if we can't go there all the time.
WSOP 2.0. Just bring it here.
So something really cool, I don't know if this would ever fly at Stones, but this is what they were doing with that WPT $1 million guarantee. The first 7 entry flights are regular, and then the last 2 entry flights are turbos. And they said the last 2 are the biggest flights. Like,
weird.
A lot of people want to play these as a turbo.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. And then when everybody combines down, does it kick back to regular?
It goes back to regular, yeah.
Interesting. Okay,
so,
cool.
They were on track to beat it by about probably like 1.5 million.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Pretty good value for 550.
Not bad.
Yeah, right.
A couple $100,000 for 550. How can you go wrong?
So first place should be like 300,000 or so.
Yeah.
300, 400,000. You're probably gonna have to do tax paperwork.
Look at these hands here. Ace, Jack, Ace, King, Ace, Jack everywhere. 9-10 suited here. Queen 8-4 on the flop. Rainbow. Aaron actually has the
But
best
no
hand.
one really connected with much except Aaron, right?
Yeah. Aaron, best hand by a mile here with just a queen. Everybody else in Brick City.
Aaron senses it too. He bets right out. He's not afraid of how many players are in. Of course, they all check to him first.
Yeah, takes it down.
Easy, easy.
Look out on the table.
Wapri says that the last 2 turbo flights for that $1 million guarantee were today. So they just
awesome.
wrapped up today. Do you happen to know, and maybe Sean will jump in the chat room later, what the final player count and prize pool was? I'd be curious to hear that.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fat.
I know they were on track to crush it, which is crazy because they said they were actually slightly down from last year, but still like going to kill it. Like last year, I think they had close to 2 million.
This is great. Jimmy Bluffett says, I did not see this, but he says, please tell me you saw Nimi tell Polk he was coming to Stones, and when Polk invited himself, Andrew said, sorry, game's full.
I saw a meme made about that.
That's so great.
That's pretty funny.
That's so great.
You know, we have extended invitation to Polk a couple times, but now that he shipped a bracelet, I don't know, maybe he might be too popular for us.
No, Polk's super chill, dude. I saw him out there a couple times. He was just talking with anybody who wanted to come out and talk. Actually, great story. Somebody came up to Polk, and they basically said, hey, or Polk thought they were talking to him. Hey, I really like your vlog, right? And Polk turns around, and they're talking to Andrew Nemi behind him. I love it.
So great.
The needle is so strong.
You know, maybe we'll get Polk in the future.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely got an open invite here. Rick and Barstow says that when Polk was on the bike that he kept showing up late. I actually heard a rumor about that.
It's all right. So if you want him to be here at 8, you just tell him to be here at 6.
I do that with our players almost every day.
I know, nailed it. I've organized a game before. I know how that works. You call 100 people to get 20 yeses, so 10 people show up.
Yep.
That's, I mean, you know.
So no one's connected with this flop. No one has any draws. I mean, Josh kind of has inside.
He's got a gut shot with 2
Gut
overs.
shot.
Josh is crushing this hand. Ship it. Bet it to win it.
Yeah, I agree with the chat room. Polk is a great ambassador for the game. I caught the $1,500 buy-in final table with Lon McCarran, and his co-commentator slipped one of mine, but the break was Tuckman and Polk, and it was on Poker Go, and I have to say that I'm really impressed with the production on Poker Go. Have you tried it? Have you watched any games on it?
I'm a subscriber on there. Yeah,
It's pretty great. Oh, there we go. That's me in Vegas. I showed up to my tournament table, and Lon was there wearing the same.
You guys were nice enough to do a nice sweet dance together.
The same hoodie. Well, he also.
You were caught in a very tender moment there.
I'll actually tell you what was really happening there.
Okay.
We had the same shoes on too, and when he noticed, he put his foot up. So he was trying to get his foot in the picture. And
I thought you guys were just doing the dun 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 dun.
I mean, Lon's legs are like the length of my entire body. So. Ace Queen for Peter, and Jeff is 3-betting to 40 with kings. Did I see Peter's hand drop off there, or is he in the hand?
So yeah.
Okay, so we're heads up.
Now, if Asa made the call here, look at this.
Not a horrible flop.
Open-ended for Asa.
Of course, Jeff is not going to let up on this flop, especially in case his opponent has a weird hand like this. Jimmy Bluffett says I'm quick up. Oh my god!
Of course, it's so sick.
Another sick hand, the second one of the night.
So Asa checks.
King 4 pulls way ahead of pocket kings now, and now the only way Jeff can win, well, he can only chop. If a 4 comes, Jeff can chop. That's it. That's pretty sick, man.
And Jeff is not going to like it when Asa calls here. Now, if Asa raises, could get interesting. But as Waprai brings out, kings always go down in flames at stones. Unless you're this dude. Unless you're Chris Elkins, then you can actually play kings and win. Apparently that's what happens when you work out. The kings hold.
Love it. So Jeff has bet out 125, and Asa's making a decision what to do here. It's obviously going to be a raise with 2 hearts and 2 diamonds on the board, right? He says all in. And look at Jeff. So disgusting. He's just looking down at Asa. We love the split cam. We can see both of these guys, what's going on with them. But Jeff's looking at this board, and he's just like, really? This is so sick.
Well, because Asa originally raises to 20, Jeff 3-bets him, so Jeff's thinking, what do you raise with here where you have a 4? Unless you had any of the pocket pairs and you could have hit that. Jeff's, I guess, best
maybe
case
a
scenario,
set? He's thinking a set?
Yeah, Jeff, I mean, best case scenario, Jeff's almost thinking like, God, I don't know, a couple random overs and flush draw. Is that what you're betting with
pocket
here?
sevens. He could put them on pocket sevens with the way the action's done, right?
Mm-hmm. No, he could put them on any of those pocket pairs. Hell, I'd raise pre with 3s, just because I'm sick.
Well, if you don't do some weird stuff once in a while, you'll get a guy like Jake in the game. He'll figure out everything you're doing and take all your money.
Yeah, or at least talk to you about the hand for 6 hours.
That too.
Let's see here. Jeff might actually be wondering why the large bet.
He's definitely not. He's not having like a snap decision here. He's going to think this through. He really wants to try and replay the hand in his mind.
That's specifically Jeff's thing. He will do this every time. He will replay the entire
really?
hand from start to finish and say, yeah, no, I've talked to him about it.
We are lucky because we don't have to go back and remember everything, and you can look up in the left-hand corner of your screen there. You have all of the action from the previous streets recalled. Jeff makes a great laydown, by the way. Kudos on that laydown.
A lot of players. I mean, Jeff's definitely been around, the game long enough to be able to get away from a hand like that. But a lot of players will get married to big hands like pocket kings, pocket aces.
You're talking about me? I'm right here.
I know.
I mean, like you can't wait until you know what? Here, I'll go to the bathroom.
No.
And you can talk about me misplaying my kings.
Let me tell you about how bad this guy plays. All right, now that we got that other Justin out of here, what's going on, guys?
50 is live. 550.
Good old kings go down in flames to king 4. Not surprised. All right, Nathan on the button here with queen jack.
Call
This
50.
is 50 to call. I don't know who popped it up to 50 unless somebody. Oh, and then Garland wakes up with kings from the big blind. Yeah, was it a live 50 straddle or something? What is that? And how good does that feel when you wake up with kings on a hand like this already?
Great.
This is gonna get ugly.
85. 185.
Sorry guys, I just had to rep a little, little freedom sunglasses tonight. I have the America tee for you, bud. There we go. Let's get it on. Tonight we're repping America. I'm sorry, just America.
Call 5. Call 5. Call 5.
Everybody's just limping around here. Air with ace 10 suited. Jeff with ace 9. 5 players to the flop here. 9-8-5, all hearts. Nobody with a heart at all. Jeff with the best hand here with top.
Bet 30.
Peter not too far behind actually with a pair and a straight draw. Bets it and wins it, taking it down. So guys, make sure to click that heart and follow us here. We are spewing live cash game action with you every Monday and Wednesday, and occasionally tournaments on the weekends. When you click that heart, there's a little thing to get notified when we go live. Click that, because when we do go live on the weekends, it's whenever the final table occurs, so there's not really a set time on that. Otherwise, we are live every Monday and Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m. out here on West Coast time.
Call 10.
So Jeff is going to come along here, limp in.
Call 10. Call 10. Call 10. Raise 55.
Ace is going to pop it up there, make it 55 to go with ace jack. Aaron wastes almost no time calling. Didn't even have to think about it. This is going to bring along Jeff S, which I'd imagine would bring along everybody else, and we could have a little pop brewing here. Oh man, the more people that call, generally you get more value in there.
And call 55.
All right, so 4 players going in. This pot almost at 300 already. Ace, king, 3, couple of hearts. Ace that does connect, spikes top pair. Sonny and Jeff both wake up with a king.
All right, I'm back. Stop talking about me.
That's 80.
Yeah, they were like, oh man, the other Justin left. I'm like, yeah, I know. I know. They were stuck with just the cool Justin. It was weird.
So what's going on in this hand?
Asa made a solid bet up to 55 free. 3 other callers.
Wow, he's got
Asa
2
connects
kings
with-
chasing him on.
Ace connects with top. Everybody else spikes next pair.
Right. So we're on the turn now.
Pocket Abe's, you did miss Urban Dictionary, buddy.
Oh no! Don't tell him.
No.
I'm just kidding. Tell him.
If I were to tell you there was a Sacramento breeze rolling in, you could tell me what that is. Sacramento breeze.
That's 180.
All right, so Asa does stick in a bet here on the turn. Still confident that his hand is good. Well, I'm glad I came back for this one. This is gonna be a good hand. I think Jeff's calling.
You
here.
leave, so I get a good hand brew, and then you come back and try to take all the credit.
Yeah.
The
I
worst.
made this hand happen. Why do you think I left?
Worst.
To go make it happen.
Cheater. cheater. And I think Sonny is thinking about, do I give him respect? And he is going to give him respect.
I'm surprised he doesn't want to see the river card, but I guess it is a pretty sizable bet. Maybe you just want to light 180 bucks on fire.
I'm really good at lighting money on fire. I'm going to light some money on fire right after this stream, actually.
Did we ever find out how many total entries in the WPT $1 Million Guarantee Arya? Did anyone ever look that up?
I did not see that come across.
Because we're just kind of curious. Arya had a 1 million guarantee 550 buy-in WPT event with 9 flights. The last 2 flights were today. They were turbo flights. If anyone knows how many total entries, let us know. We want to get the word out there. It looked like a really great event. Matt Savage even qualified, made day 2.
Oh, rad!
Yeah.
Super cool. Your favorite person ever?
My favorite tournament director. Yeah.
On the planet.
Not
ever.
favorite person. That's
Ever.
you. Can we hug it out? Can we hug it out, bro? I think Sonny was due for some run good.
So yeah, Sonny was hoping for some kings finally. He's like, hey, why couldn't you give us some last time when I had king queen? I guess I'll do it with king
He's
queen.
he's got smacked down a couple times, and he hasn't been at the table long.
He's still trying to come up. Aaron does start to catch up somewhere there. He picks up an 8 on the turn.
Did Sonny just call? Wow, Sonny getting really tricky. And 7 on the river. Not an exciting card.
It does complete possible flush potential. Aaron's like, bye-bye.
Yeah. Aaron knew what he was doing. He knew if he got like any resistance in the hand, he was out of there.
Oh yeah, he was
right
in
away.
super checkout mode.
Pocket Abe says he's sure that he could shut his window before the breeze gets to him.
Very nice. Super solid.
So we're raised up to 20 with ace 10 here by Nathan. And Sonny's going to call the 20 with king queen. And
You love king queen suited.
I-
The hand that would be the death of you.
It is. It's such a pretty hand, but it's such a. I was thinking the word that rhymes with that is probably
I
not
see what
something I
you
should say on. Yeah. Great flop for Nathan. He does connect with his ace. It's a pretty disconnected board. And Sonny calls and hits a king.
Oh my god.
Now, if Sonny's thinking he was good with king high, he definitely is thinking he's good with a pair of kings. Nathan checks. I think it's a great check. I hope it's because he's planning on check raising and not because he's scared, though. All right, and it's the check raise setup is there. Let's see if Nathan pulls it off. Sonny sticks in a bet with kings. Just a call. Oh, it's a raise. We're going up another 55.
Boom. Brick City on the river here. Nathan
Nathan's
with
good.
the check mark. Ace is good. Pots at 365.
That's it. Nathan's good. So check this out. When I went on break and it was you and Deborah in here, this guy walks up to me
You're not the boss of me.
and he says, I work for the state and I watch Stones live. And what I do is I go into people's history and find lost money for them, right? And he's like, I just typed in your name while I was watching, and it turns out I have a refund check coming from a property I owned like 6 years ago for $47.84.
Okay, first off, what property did you own for $47.84 other than a hotel room by the hour?
Look, I didn't ask to be judged, okay?
I'm just
This is not
saying.
about judgment.
I'm just saying.
But secondly, this is like on the closing cost or whatever. When I sold the house, there was like a $47 credit when all was said and done, and they couldn't find me. So this money is sitting in a government account, and now that I have this, I can go claim my $47. So I made $47 because that awesome guy was watching the live stream, and he said this is what he does. He finds people's missing money.
Yeah, the last time I had to make $47, I ended up in jail.
What'd you do?
You don't want to know.
Well, I do want to know.
It wasn't pretty.
No, it's just you and me. I won't tell
No,
anyone.
there's a record. I'm sure you can just look it up.
Google it.
It's public. It's public record.
And look, this one, he found another $5.35, but that's not even really worth doing.
What's the big one?
The last one is Michael Longcar. Michael Longcar, he found $50 for Michael
By
Longcar.
Sprint, coming back at you.
So I don't know if Michael's watching tonight, or he was here earlier, but Michael, I've got $50 for you from one of the viewers of Stones Live.
All right, that's it. I'm looking up that website right now.
This one, it's just the government website.
Done deal.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Just be a commentator on Stones Live, and your
free
friends
money.
will find money for you.
I like it.
I love it. 3 ways.
King 10-7 here. Josh connects with his 10.
Oh, Jeff's in there with hearts.
Another 7 peels off here. Josh's 10 still in the lead. He bets 20. Everybody's running for the hills.
The chat room, Phil Helmy says, Justin, you rich mofo.
Super rich.
I'm so rich.
I'm rich.
What?
Nothing. Words that rhyme with rich.
I like Chappelle making his comeback, too. Pocket Abe's wants to have that guy look for him. If I see him again, I'll have him look you up. Or you could just look up yourself.
It's sco.ca.gov.
Yeah, just do it yourself. sco.ca.gov.
Nailed it.
Pocket Abe says, tell him my name is Bill Gates.
Yeah, let me know how that works out for you.
All right, so Sonny and Josh both with 10s. The board pairs with 7s. That's a chop.
Look, I have it paused on that. I think we look balling with our nerdy glasses.
I noticed you you had it there all night. I thought maybe you were just staring at it or something.
I was. Zoom, enhance.
Luther is only here for Hot Deborah, and her name is Poker B, okay, not Hot Deborah. If you want her to come back, you're going to have to treat her nicely.
Yeah. Don't say things like Hot Deborah. That's derogatory. You can say Deborah, comma, the one that is hot.
Shh.
What?
I'm doing a thing here.
Oh, sorry. All right, so Jeff's going to pop it up to 55 with 6 deuce, you dirty dog. Nate's going to come along. Nate's going to come along with 45.
I like that you added the dirty dog in there.
Oh, shame. Don't know your name. So it's a good enough to get ace to fold king, queen suited. Aaron's going to come along with 5-7. Ace, king, 7 on the flop. Nathan does connect with his ace here. As Aaron does, Aaron connects with his 7.
Not even hungry.
Jeff bets 80, and Aaron, Nathan's gonna let it go. Aaron does not believe him, and he's gonna look him up once. And heaven forbid, I was gonna have another 5 or 7 peels. Now let's see if Jeff slows down here. Jeff is just super airballing with 6 deuce. But generally, Jeff, when he's firing out bullets, he's got a pretty solid hand.
Right? He's using his image to his advantage. I think it's going to work.
Yeah, it does work. Yeah, and Aaron
instantly
just lets it go. And you got to live it up to Jeff, because a lot of players, after they start getting funky, they fire an air barrel pre, then they fire on the flop and get called, and it's starting to get like ace, king, jack, coordinated board like that. You start to get a little scared. Jeff's like, I got one more bullet, and you're going to believe me this time, and it
works.
Through.
And it works.
Oh, Luther 419, you're so sweet. I know which one I am.
Stupid.
What? I have no idea. I plead the fifth on whatever you're saying over there.
What? Reading my text.
Why are you talking? Are you giving out money?
Could be. Table number 1.
All right, 6 deuce 6 on the flop. Lots of 6s for Sonny here. he's gonna check around like it ain't no thing, and it gets through. Everybody checks through on the flop, 8 on the turn. Now this gives Jeff top pair. Now they're talking about Iron Maiden in the chat, which inherently leads you back to the Trooper.
How does Iron Maiden lead back to the Trooper?
They have a song.
Oh.
And look at this, running 8, and Jeff has a bigger boat than Sunny now.
That's another sickness right there.
Dirty birdie.
Who's a pilot? You're saying? Are they talking about someone at the table? Phil Helmy says, "I can't believe that dude is a pilot."
No, they could be talking about a plane to land, Rockstar and pilot. Yeah, no, they're talking about like one of the guys in Iron Maiden.
Oh, he's a pilot too?
I guess flies on their own stuff. Yeah.
Damn. Stud muffin.
Yeah, driving around your band in like a bus or van is so old school. If you can't fly your own band around, then what are you doing?
Yeah, you're not popular.
So,
of course, Sunny has been on the wrong end of a lot of these types
Jeff
of
fires,
hands.
Sunny raises, and life sucks for Sunny.
Yeah, how does he not call here?
And he's gonna call, and he sees the 8, and it just, yeah. We've all been, that head shake you see by Sunny there, that's just like, God, I feel like I'm running so bad right now.
I mean, he really has. He's been on the wrong end of a lot of these like kind of really good hands that are second best, you know? Actually, I'm shocked he hasn't lost more money considering the cards he's had.
Yeah, he flies his own 747
That's
for the tour.
crazy.
That's so dumb.
So he's a pilot and he flies his own 747?
Normally you like to be the guy getting like partying in the back of your own 747, but I guess you gotta stay. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty dope.
You know, I wonder if it's like he gets like groupies, you know, like that come and sit in the cockpit with him, like, you know, like if you're driving and someone's with you, like a girl, and you know, I wonder if that's going on, like airhead, I guess it would be an airhead.
I mean, you know what? Crazy things happen in the cockpit.
That's why they call it a cockpit.
Your words, not mine. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean. 4-4 jack out there.
Day with the 8-4.
Loving it.
Now, every time Day's played crap, he's hit the flop really hard.
Yeah. Been seeing Day in here a lot lately.
Yeah, he's pretty new, right?
Been putting in some quality
Tonight's the first
time.
night I met him. So.
Yeah, he's putting in some quality time. I've played him with him a lot. Not really seen him on the stream too much, but I definitely played with him a lot around cash over the last couple of weeks. So Josh B, our resident short stack, around just under $500. Which actually, it looks like he reloaded. I think Josh B is in seat 6 right there. I think he reloaded another 500 probably, so he's back up to about 1,000.
Josh is in 9.
Oh, okay.
That's Sunny.
Gotcha,
Sunny,
gotcha.
I think,
okay,
is
yeah,
6.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Josh, we actually haven't heard much from. He's
No.
been a pretty quiet player over there.
Raised to 15 by Day. I love Day's raising range. It is all over the place, and we love it.
Yeah.
So 3-3 queen here. Nathan does bink off a queen. Puts him out in front. Jimmy Bluff it, just give me 1% of your main action, dude. Just for being your man. I'll send good poker
Did he
vibes.
decide? Did he make a decision to play the main?
I know some poker gods. I'm just saying, just give me 1%, bro. That's all I need. I'll make your run good real.
This comment that I missed up here is something about midget strippers. I need to scroll back up to that.
Vertically challenged strippers.
It says I'm... Oh, I lost it already. These guys are texting, so I can't get to it. If I make a deep run, keeps moving. Something about if I make a deep run in the main, rhinos, drinks, midget strippers, all on me Bratata chip.
Now this is interesting the way this hand's working out here. So Day does raise with garbage originally with 15, gets called. Now on the flop you have Nathan betting 45. Dave raises to 125
when
here
he picks up that flush draw.
No, he raised on the flop there with nothing, just stone cold bluffing.
But he raises again, right? On the oh no.
So he raises to 125 on the flop. Nathan does make the call correctly. Now on the turn, he checks over to Nathan. Now, obviously, another 3 PLs, which makes it even less likely that he had the 3. So Nathan's got to love his queen. And is Day going to rep like he's got a 3? Now, if you think about it, he did raise pre, so you got to think, what are you raising with pre where you have a 3 in your hand? Because it can't even be pocket 3s now. Right. It has to be 3 something. But he'd raise with anything. He could raise with 3-4. I think he's having second thoughts about, yep, there it is. He's having second thoughts about how he's going to rep this anymore, right?
Pretty smart, right? Because pretty much the only thing he's repping is a 3.
Yeah, and how do I
Now, do you think this is happening with Day? Because he has his glasses on, so I can't tell. But he's sitting there and he's playing with his chips and he's doing this. Is he watching, seeing like?
Oh, that's all I do. Like for instance, I'm just staring at you through these glasses, right? Even though it looks like I'm looking at the camera.
That's awkward.
Yeah,
it's a little awkward.
Yeah, it's pretty freaky to me too. Sorry, man. Sorry.
Seems like Day is really good at reading body language and kind of picking up if people are weak or strong.
Picking up what people are putting down.
Good skill to have.
You know, actually, that's what I love about a lot of our guys who watch the stream in the chat as well on the regular. They're just like, hey, have you guys noticed whenever this guy does this one facial move, like he's always kind of weak? And I'm like, good call. Yeah. And a lot of times our chat
and
guys
you start paying attention to it, and you're like, oh. Do you find that helps you when you actually play?
Yeah, just like tells?
No, I mean having other little tells that some of our viewers are pointing out.
Absolutely.
And now you set the table, you might actually be looking for just
and
like
not
a
just
little
necessarily about
twitch
that
right here.
Well, not necessarily about that specific person, but just in general, like, oh, if just thinking of that motion or movement as a tell in itself as a whole, you're like, okay. I mean, we talked about this the other stream, a lot of like super quick calls or super quick bets and stuff, you know, and you kind of see how they just like they're kind of shape up to always be the same kind of thing, like super bluffy or just super like draw happy when you're snap calling and things like that.
What's it mean when somebody takes their hoodie and pulls it over their head and pulls it really close so you can't see them?
That just means they're scared.
So it's a weak case.
No, they're just scared in general. They could have a royal flush. They could just be scared of not getting paid.
Oh. If you guys are enjoying what you're seeing here on Stone's Live Poker, go ahead and click the little heart button in the top right corner of your screen. We hit a milestone tonight, 5,000 followers, and we'd like to add you to that list if we haven't already. So go ahead and do that right there. We're not going to promise anything dumb like free puppies or anything like that, but we will love you and adore you for the rest of your life.
Just like puppies would.
Just for 14 years or so.
Oh God! Wow.
It's true.
Wow.
But that's not a bad thing.
It's so morbid.
Simply state that dogs will die before us, most likely.
I would hope so. No offense to your dog, but I'd like to think you live
poor doggy.
Calm down. Queen 7-8 here on the board. Aaron and Asa both spiking 8.
Aaron is the one that is not that in trouble on this because even though he's a huge underdog, he knows how to get away from hands. However, it would be a chop if they make it to showdown anyways.
Yeah, there it is. Everybody flip over your hand. Woohoo.
And all three of them looking at each other like, why were you in there? Why were you
doing?
What happened? Really? You play that?
A test glitch accidentally set Amazon's stock price at 125 down from 970 for a few hours today. Yeah, whoever got a chance
I'm
to
sure
buy
that wasn't an accident.
Yeah, whatever. I did actually break the mouse on this laptop, so now the touchscreen works, but this, I got no mouse. I don't know how to do
that?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with IT anymore.
I thought this was your computer.
Nope, not my computer.
Is this your computer?
Nope. I know nothing of this computer. Obviously. I don't even know how to use a mouse and keyboard. If you guys need IT work, hit me up. Alright, Day is going to raise it up to 15 bucks with Queen Jack suited. Peter with 7 is going to come along, as is Sunny. Asa with Ace Queen suited on the button. I expect a 3-bet here. And we 3-bet. And we 3-bet. Thank you. Ace is popping it up to 50 bucks here with a little raise. Is it up?
I agree with Phil Hellmuth in the chat room. If you're not following the chat, check it out. King high flop. We've missed everybody here. Peter's 7s are out in front. It's checked around to Sunny with 10-9. Is Sunny cutting out chips? Nope, he checked. Asa, however, not going to let this go without a bet. Peter could make a call here. He's going to. And Sunny, unlikely. All right, we're heads up on the turn, guys. 9 of heart peels off. That doesn't change anything. Is Asa going to fire again? More importantly, could Asa fire here and take it down? Is there a bet he could make against Peter?
Yes.
I think it would be a mistake for Asa to think too long.
Absolutely. No, I think when you think forever like that, I mean, you've already pretty much given up your hand at that point. He thinks forever and then checks.
He changes his mind.
He's going to give up a lot of his power here. And Peter, and I like this
Peter
move
knows.
by Peter. Well, I like this move by Peter because if you check, he's going to bet no matter what. At least this way, you have a chance of just blowing him off the hand.
And Peter
regardless.
knows that. 250.
Solid bet by Peter.
$385 pot. Going to be very difficult for Asa to call this, and if he finds the call, he's not good. Asa lets it go.
I mean, if you look at the way the hand played out, Asa was representing strength all the way pre-flop by 3-betting, and then on the flop.
And he gave up on the turn.
I think if he fires on the turn, I think he can get Peter to get away from that hand. Because even if he doesn't have a king, even if he's not 3-betting with any sort of king in his hand, or even with ace, king, king, queen, whatever, any pocket pair beats Peter's pair. If he has a pair, you know?
And that's the only way he wins. If he fires the turn there, maybe about 250, he takes it down right there, I think. The 7s have moved over to Nathan now. Let's see if he can do just as good as Peter did. All right, guys, here comes a flop.
Ace, king, 4. I'm catching up with the action tracker here. Josh is in it with ace 4. He does think 2 pair on the flop. Way out in front. And boom, it's good. All you gotta do is flop 2 pair and bet it and win it, guys. Easy game.
Those are some pretty sweet glasses, man.
Thanks, dude. I'm just all about America. Actually, the other shirt that I was gonna get but didn't come in time was it was just George Washington wearing like these same glasses, just like eating a hot dog with like a backwards hat. America.
Like the pimpin' George Washington.
Yeah.
Did he have a wooden tooth too? Or?
Now you're just getting into folklore and untrue stories. No, he didn't have wooden teeth. No,
What?
He never chopped down a cherry tree.
What?
The stories are not real.
Really?
True.
You just ruined my entire day. Thank you.
Sorry. It's just stories they tell you to think you actually have relevance in history class. All right, Aaron B here with aces, raising up to 25 from the cutoff. And everybody's going to come along. Ooh, look at this here.
What a flop for Josh.
Yeah, top 2 pair for Josh here. Aaron's aces thinks they're in the lead. They aren't.
Even a player like Aaron is in a lot of trouble in this spot. The board's somewhat disconnected.
And Sonny's got a sweet little straight draw off of 10 peels, which would actually give Aaron a redraw, and you know what's going to happen.
Let's hope. We like action on Stones Live.
All right, so Aaron is going to bet 60 with aces. Josh is going to raise. Make it 125. That was a pretty quick, almost min bet click back. If you're Aaron, that could mean a couple things. That could mean that he's just seeing where he's at, maybe with any sort of random queen. Otherwise, you're worried about a hand like queen jack here.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see what Aaron does here. He's such an intuitive player. Can he pick up on this?
He's just gonna flat call, see what happens here.
He's
Watch another. What's a 5 break off?
Sensing some danger.
No. So now he's gonna check over to Josh, and this is the problem with a hand like aces. At what point do you know you're beat? Well, we're going to find out right here. Josh is going to jam 2/3 of his stack in there, it looks like. Now, I don't like this bet. If you're going to jam, basically by betting 200 and only having 100 and something behind, you know you're committed at this point, right? So for me, I'd much rather just see you push it, because I think by betting 200, it almost looks stronger, honestly, by betting 2/3 of your stack than just by betting the whole thing.
So you're saying actually trying to jamming all in, and you want to try and make it look weaker, so you're more likely to get a call. Where I think he's thinking that the smaller amount's more callable.
Yeah, and the thing is, everybody. I feel like you have 300. If you're only going to bet 200 of it, I feel like you almost want to call.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like.
Right. Yes.
Like, because you're already in there, you're already dedicated. You're thinking, well, 300's too much. Maybe he'll call 200. Like,
and this is what
just
Aaron is thinking
jam
right
your whole
now.
stack. Yes.
Aaron
Grateful by Aaron.
properly lets the aces go.
Grateful by
Can we
Aaron.
get a rabbit hunt? Oh, wouldn't you love to know the
God,
river?
you're so results
Wouldn't you?
oriented.
Who cares?
You know it's gonna be ace 4 or 5.
It's fun,
You know
and
it
we
is.
have the capability to do it.
We have the technology. We can rebuild this game bigger, better, faster, stronger.
Yeah. No, I mean, and it's weird because it is kind of counterintuitive, but if you are basically committing yourself with a bet, other good players will pick up on that, and so you might as well just stuff it.
Right.
You know,
Make it look really bluffy.
I mean, you're either gonna make it look bluffy, or if you're making it, you're begging for a call when you bet 60 to 70% of your stuff.
Is Garland picking up queens again? Every time he's under the gun, he gets queens. This guy is a card magnet.
No, I thought our other card magnet already left the table, so now he just had to pass on the torch.
That was Mike. Really killed this game. Good job, Mike, tonight. Well played game. Picked up some good cards. Got good value out of it. So it's 20 to go. Garland's going to take this flop against 3 opponents.
Ace, jack, deuce.
That happens every time I get a big pocket pair and ace hits on the board.
Oh, like clockwork.
So sick.
And like clockwork, you never know it, but nobody else actually has the ace.
Right.
So
there is a club. That is a happy card for Garland with an ace on the board. At least he knows if he got it at this point and he was behind, he might have a redraw, which doesn't get there.
Of course it doesn't get there. Welcome to poker.
So pocket 10's now good as Peter makes a set on the river, and he's going to try and see if he can get a little bit of money from this. Garland going to take one last look at that beautiful hand before properly letting it go, and good river for Peter.
As opposed to proper 3-betting, who I believe I did see join in the chat earlier. Say hello.
Is proper 3-bet in the house, really?
He was earlier.
To what do I owe the honor?
Every now and then he comes in and hangs out. So guys, we've got about 10 minutes left in tonight's stream. Make sure you click that heart and follow us. We're here with you every Monday and Wednesday spewing cash game action. Like I said, this upcoming Wednesday here in 2 days, we have a real crazy 5, 10, 20 game. Looking at the lineup, it should just be
really
just
good
massive chips explosions of awesomeness with flaming $100 bills.
No, it's funny.
In slow motion with unicorns and gypsies.
We have a 1-3 game with Veronica, and we have to run a 5, 10, 20 game to get the same type of pots in action.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's the feeder game.
You know the 1-3 Veronica game gets so juicy sometimes that the entire 5-10 list will be on the list for that game.
It says Justin Caritas, do your strip club DJ voice again. I think you're talking about, I'm assuming, my voice.
Yeah, it must be you. I don't have a strip club DJ voice.
Are you ready? Next up on stage, Chastity. Come on down.
That's so disappointing when you do that and then nothing happens.
I know.
She's dancing to the not cliche song of Sweet Cherry Pie.
Later, Jimmy Bluffett. Thank you for stopping in tonight. And Nathan pretty happy with this flop.
You're good.
Sunny bets outright. Hey.
Now, when you got a hand like 10s, if you're not going to spike a 10, that's the next best thing. Kind of a dry board, 9 high flop.
But he does raise it up, so he's pretty happy with this flop.
Nathan with pocket 10s raises up to 250. Sonny is going to make the call. 9 of spades on the turn, a bit of a scare card.
How can people be leaving when you're doing DJ strip voice?
Sorry.
Did Sonny just go all in with ace high? Yes, he did.
And now if this gets through, it's so sick because you can't even blame Nathan because it's so easy for somebody to call with just top pair on a 9 board, and the only card you don't want to see on the turn is basically a 9
or an over. Now, if he calls, though, we're looking for one of 3 remaining aces, and according to our outs counter, they're all 3 available. So that is good news for Sonny if he gets looked up here. Nathan, kind of in a tough spot here. This is a good bet by Sonny.
It sucks because it's not like a snap call. You're like, okay, you got it. You actually want to think about this and think about like, okay, range-wise. So Nathan did pop it to 155 pre, and so it's sick because you got to think like Sonny raised, and then Nathan had a huge re-raise pre, right? And so it's so sick, but like, how can your 10s? I mean, he calls. What does he have? Where does he have? What does he have? What kind of hand does he call 155 pre with a 9 in it?
I mean, he has to put another 372 in. You're right. I mean, the price is like.
But it's so
1.
sick because even if Sonny had like 2 overs with the nut flush draw, it's actually still not like a super easy call for Nathan, anyways.
He has to put his money in thinking that he's good, of course. So really all it's about is sizing up what his opponent has. If he thinks he's best, he's going to put it in. If he thinks he's behind, he's going to let it go. He's definitely not playing to try and hit one of the 2 remaining 10s.
No, for sure. So Sonny on the flop bets 100. Nathan raises to 250. Sonny calls.
Tough spot.
So it
for
is
Nathan.
interesting because I mean Sonny, it could almost be played out like he has a 9 somewhere. The only thing that makes it kind of weird that he shouldn't have a 9 is the pre-flop action. But on the flop, him betting and then calling a raise, hey, whatever. I would do that with top pair, you know, and then the turn peels.
He's put Nathan in a really tough spot here.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Phil Hellman. Dude, 10s is a nightmare here. 10s, you almost have to hero call. Oh, he does. He throws in the chip.
Put it in?
He did.
Wow. I mean, great bluff by Sonny.
Yeah.
Really good job.
It was so close to getting through.
I almost folded about 3 different times.
See, there he is. He's a good play. I almost folded about 3 different times.
So close,
Yeah.
so close to folding, but he thought it through. He had to stick with his gut there. Great call by Nathan. Great bet by Sonny. You know, sometimes you see someone make a play like Sonny there, and people really get, oh, how could you do that with such a donkey play? And they get onto him. But like, you know what? If it had worked, everyone's
then
saying
he's a hero.
Yeah, he's such a genius.
Dude, no risk, no reward, right? And you got to respect it. And here's how you know it was a good move. Because Nathan honestly tanked, and like you heard him say, I almost folded about 3 different times there. So in scenarios like that, it's great because it's like, I can't fault either player. Both players, I just want to be like, well played.
Yeah.
So that's why it's just like, hey, great bluff, even more great call. Like, I mean, what do you want from me? Like, it's just, that's what it
really
is.
Was.
Yeah.
It really was. See, even in the chat room, we got Papalito saying it was a sick play. Yes, it was, and it almost worked.
Yeah.
Cool hand.
We've all been there, God. And I swear to God, it's like, you know, if the other guy had maybe like an extra $100 when he jammed all in, maybe 10s folds?
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
He was right on the edge.
Because there's that teetering thing, right? Copy that, Bob. Guys, we are going into the last hand. So again, make sure you click that heart and follow us. Don't want to miss Wednesday night's game, I assure you.
This is your last chance to follow us.
It's true. If you like people lighting money on fire, you want to tune in on Wednesday. Light fireworks on fire tomorrow,
right?
Then watch us light money on fire on Wednesday.
Wednesday is going to be a light money on fire type of day.
It's easy.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's see if we can get a smash up hand for this last one. Thank you again to all of our followers that chimed in tonight.
Yeah,
helped get us and cover 5,000. They are celebrating big time out here.
Yeah. We got another 50 followers at least tonight.
Yeah,
who doesn't love spewing money?
Thank you, guys. And don't forget, you have a Harlan command now if you want to watch that amazing hand from last Monday. Pretty easy to get to if you're in the chat room right there. Just type in Harlan.
So ace-9-6 here. We can't see Peter's hand. Asa completely missed this board, but he's going to take a stab at it. He's going to go 50. Let's see. Peter actually bet the 50. Asa calls. Now to the turn. This actually gives Asa a straight draw from 8 peels.
Goes to M. You're awesome.
Second ball,
Boom. 120 it looks like. Peter's like, hey, here's my cards. What do you want from me? So, putting Asa in a tough spot here. You gotta give it up, regardless of what Peter has. Most likely he's had Asa beat just about every street here. He keeps firing, and Asa's not believing him, not going anywhere here. And another 9 peels, because we love pairing the board with these 9s.
Do you think, I think Peter has an ace here.
I definitely think Peter has an ace.
Goes check, check. We're gonna most likely get to see Peter's hand. Did we see Peter's hand? Oh, I guess he didn't have an ace.
Ship it. Oh, there you go, ace 10.
He does have an ace. Why is Asa getting the pot?
The hands might have been reversed or something. There we go. Ace had ace queen.
Okay,
there we go. I'm
so
like,
we had an error.
Asa doing this with 10.
You know what? This hand makes so much more sense now.
I was like, Asa, what are you trying to rep here with this 10 deuce?
I was like, oh, that's a very interesting play, but he's getting the pot. It's so strange.
I'm like, why? We just give pots to whoever we like here.
Well, guys, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this, but that was the last hand of our show tonight. However, we will be back Wednesday. With a sick game.
Guys,
Jake is here.
Less than 48 hours from now. Be here.
48 hours. Veronica's here.
Oh, God.
The Bearded Wonder. Deep hand analysis. 5, 10, 20. You know what the minimum buy-in on that game is?
Tell me.
5 Gs.
Oh,
and you know no one's coming for the minimum, so it's going to be a pretty good game.
It's going to be a ridiculous game.
Yeah.
Plus, you got Harlan in it. Let's see if Harlan can break more pot records.
Harlan is an amazing player. He's such a beast. I've watched that hand from last week's show a few times. Just to watch him be willing to gamble for $3,000
Oh, yeah.
Queen 9. I mean, he has top pair.
And the celebration at the end is so money. Anyways,
Yes.
okay, enough about that hand. There'll be plenty
Great
more.
job. You guys can watch it. Type Harlan, ! Harlan in the chat room. You can check out that hand out. But we're done for tonight, and we're going to be back Wednesday. You should be here too. Peace
Awesome.
out.
Cool. Later, guys.